Okay, I see a lot of people doing get ready with me, so y'all are going to get ready with me as I get ready for the Wings and the Minnesota Lynx. So I want to be sure that I have everything correct before I push the button and we get going. So I'm going to make this fun. I'm going to take you all behind the scenes. What did I do now? Okay, zip. There we go. I remember. You're going to see a lot of scores rolling across the bottom of the board here. And I'm going to be pushing a lot of buttons and sending out a lot of clicks so I can get this out to everyone. Let me see if my buddy BGS is still on tonight. Here we go. There's this page. So as I said, y'all are... Oh, he's gone. He's off the air. Okay. Next best thing. Let's create a post. I'm doing all this last minute. I usually don't do all this last minute. I usually have everything in place, but even in the midst of all my preparation, I understand why there's even more that needs to be done now. NBA. All right. And I'm going to do this with as few commercials as possible because I want to get some real sponsors. So y'all are helping me plan this out and talk this out. What's up, Daniel Barry? Thanks for joining in. And the most important thing I need to have is, here we go, right there. Tomorrow I'll have the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever. And I want to confirm the time as 3 o'clock Eastern. 1 o'clock is Vegas and New York. Yep, it's 3 o'clock from Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. Okay. So we're going to get all this together. I want so badly to get all this together. Wait a second. Let me make sure I can get all these. Oh, it's on the app only? What? Oh, dang nabbit. College Park Center, Arlington, Texas. Gotcha. All right. Let's turn that down. And I have some time. So let me get the Dallas Wings roster. DJ Carrington, Kayla Charles, Louisa Geisel Sauter. I think Geisel Sauter. Tyasha Harris, Maisha Hines Allen, Asia James, Tierra McCowan, Arika Agumbawali. And I had such trouble with that name last year. Agumbawali out of Notre Dame. Maddie Segrist, Nylissa Smith. Wait a second. Okay. Former Indiana Fever player. Okay. JJ Quinterly. All right. I think I can learn those names. But the one I want to watch is Paige Bueckers. Where'd it go? There it is. All right. We're awaiting the start of tonight's game. What's up, Blake? It's an NBA, WNBA double dip. This one, the Minnesota Lynx and the Dallas Wings will start in a couple of minutes. And then right after the top of the 8 o'clock hour, we'll peek in on the Knicks and the Celtics. You know the situation there. For those of you who tuned in this morning to Snowman in the Morning, Knicks must win, and the Celtics want to win to force a Game 7 back in Boston. If you're new to the channel, my name is Brian Snow, play-by-play announcer and sports talk host. And what I am doing is bringing play-by-play to the virtual world. I was introduced to this 3 years ago, and now I am using it to do a couple of fundraisers because I want to get my car repaired, and I want to do something called the Snowman Stadium Tour, where I am all across the country visiting different stadiums and talking to a lot of people, uplifting men, uplifting cancer patients. I want to do all of that. So the way y'all can help, I will post the GoFundMe that I just created in the chat. You can also help by donating to Cash App, $ Tallman Dr. K50, as well as Super Chat. I nearly forgot. All right, they're getting ready to get started in Arlington, Texas. And the Lynx have a sour taste in their mouth. Why? They lost Game 5 of the WNBA Finals. And they did not bring home they did not bring home the championship. Someone trying to tune in, they couldn't get the link to the entire page, so I'm just going to be sending this. And I think they're still warming up. And I think that's Ron Thulin, former NBA voice. It is Ron Thulin. He was great when he was with TNT, covering the NBA. He was absolutely great. We're going to use this screen right here to keep up with all the stats, the facts, and the figures. Now, how do I get do I do this right here? Yeah, I think this is what I need right there. All right, that's out of here. That's out of here. What I'm going to do to make this even better, Hawkeye's Hoops Heaven, I don't know which to watch, Mystics versus Dream or Lynx versus Wings. Well, Hawkeye's Hoops Heaven, I got you here for Lynx and the Wings as they're getting warmed up right now. The Lynx lineup: Courtney Williams, Carly Samuelson, Jessica Shepard, Napheesa Collier, and Bridget Carlton. For the homestanding Wings, it's Paige Bueckers, Arike Agumbawale, Nalissa Smith, Maisha Hines-Allen, and DJ Carrington. Cheryl Reeves was the coach of the year for Minnesota. And we are just about ready to get started. I'll put the full screen on here. I'll keep everybody updated on all the scores throughout the course of the night. And as I mentioned, if you can help the channel throughout the course of the night with a donation to either Cash App or a Super Chat donation, or to the GoFundMe I'm going to post at the end of the quarter to help me and my family out, that would be great. Chris Koklanis is the Wings head coach in his first season. And we hope you all enjoy this doubleheader as we're enjoying bringing it to you. Wings go black tops, black bottoms, white numbers trimmed in neon green. And they are so excited. What are they showing a shot of? I think they're showing a shot of the folks at UConn. Minnesota, the visiting team, goes white tops and bottoms with the navy blue numbers. And we are We are set to go. Now, Napheesa Smith takes the center jump, and the wings have control as Paige Bueckers directing traffic as she comes across into the front court outside left. Bueckers is standing dribble, plays it to Napheesa Smith, but we have a foul. First foul of the game. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll have coverage of the Sky and the Fever from Indianapolis. We'll be on at 2:30, and I promise I'll have all the intros and stuff done. Now, Napheesa Smith has it out front, over to the right side for Bueckers. Bueckers works off the Smith screen, over the top pass to Smith, goes up, missed it. Rebound, tapped to the floor, and the Lynx come down with it as Carly Samuelson brings it up. Samuelson in the front court, works off the screen, left of the key, picks up her dribble, plays it to the left side for Courtney Williams. There's a three off the left side, no good. Dallas the rebound to Agumbawale, and Bueckers brings it up. Bueckers in the front court. Bueckers on the drive, right down the lane with a 10-footer. Bank no good. Rebound taken down by Bueckers. She goes back up and scores, and she gets her first bucket as a professional. 2-0 in favor of the Wings. 9:05 left in the first. Bueckers last year at UConn averaged 19.9 points per game, and she just picked up her first foul. We're going to keep you up to date on all of the games that are on tonight in the WNBA, and we'll also keep you updated on the Knicks and the Celtics. They play game 6 in the Garden. Minnesota has it in play to the right side. Courtney Williams. Williams over the top pass into Collier. Collier fadeaway jumper left baseline. Rimming no. Rebound now Napheesa Smith. And here come the Dallas Wings left to right. They got the score wrong on the screen. Bueckers whips a pass underneath to Napheesa Smith. Backs in with a scoop shot. Missed it. Rebound taken down by Minnesota. And here they come into the front court. Collier on the drive with a left-hand dribble. Fakes, leans in. Scoop shot. Nope. Rebound taken down by Napheesa Smith. Looking for help. And she is fouled in the backcourt. Ryan McCoffey is with us. First points, first foul. Ain't it the way? Yes, it is. Key Wings additions. Asia James, selected as the number 12 overall pick. You know who number 1 was. DJ Carrington, acquired via a trade from the Sun. Napheesa Smith from the Fever. And Maisha Hines-Allen also. They still got the score wrong on the screen out front. They have the score. We have the score correct here. 2-0 Wings. Smith has it left, right of the key. Now, Napheesa Smith picks up her dribble, finds a good Mwale, a 3-ball left wing, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound chased down by Samuelson. Carly Samuelson waits for traffic to clear with a high dribble, comes across into the front court. Has it back, left of the key. Now out front, it comes to Shepard. Shepard drives all the way in, shoots it in, and draws the foul. Jessica Shepard with her first bucket. And Minnesota looks for their first lead of the ball game. Drove right in on Napheesa Smith. Free throw by Shepard. Good. Minnesota leads 3-2. AB Media in the house with us. What's up, AB? Paige Bueckers across the timeline into the front court. Works off the Napheesa Smith screen. Bueckers with a bounce pass right corner to Agumbawale. Out front it comes to Smith. Back to Agumbawale. Scissor dribble out front. 7:50 remaining in the quarter. Agumbawale with a bounce pass to Napheesa Smith. Had to go off her hands. She's able to get it back. Looking for help. Now they throw it underneath. The layup is no good. And the rebound taken down by Shepard. Outlet pass to Williams. Williams on the drive. Works off the screen. Comes up shooting from the free throw line and hits it. 5-2 Minnesota. They have the lead. 7:07 left in the first. In the front court is Bueckers. Bueckers turns on the dribble out front to Agumbawale. Agumbawale holds and looks. Now finds Napheesa Smith out front. Backdoor Agumbawale all the way to the hoop. Pitch out right side. Back left. A 3-ball on the way is no good. Rebound. Agumbawale goes back up. Scores. It's a 1-point game. Arika Agumbawale with her first basket of the season. It's 5-4 as Collier has it in the front court. 7 minutes for the first. Out front is Shepard on the left side. Samuelson standing dribble, works her way to the free throw line, gets in the lane, turns, fakes, fires a shot, no good. Agumbawale chases down the rebound. Dallas looks for the lead again. Here comes Agumbawale, stops, fadeaway shot, left baseline, no good. Rebound taken down by Williams. Hot Rod Williams on the push, 2-on-1. Samuelson fakes a three, drives in. Had to go off of Williams out of bounds, but it's tapped off of a Wings player. And Minnesota will keep possession. Williams to bring it in, baseline right. In play, it comes to Collier. Williams has it back on the handoff, standing dribble out to the right. Williams with a long pass back left to Carlton. Underneath Jessica Smith. Pitch out Williams. Williams comes up shooting from 15. No. Rebound taken down by Shepard. She's go back up. Stripped, but a foul called, and Shepard shoots two. From my understanding, Blake says the Lynx have been really solid the past decade. Yes, they have. To the tune of, I think, 3 championships. Shepard will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 6:21 remaining in the opening quarter. This will be our main game tonight. We'll keep you updated on the Knicks and the Celtics. They'll go at 10 after the hour as Shepard attempts the first one. Good. She's got 4 points in the game, 4 of their 6. And on the floor for the first time for Dallas is Segrist. 6-4, Minnesota with the lead. The second attempt by Shepard, good. 7-4, they have the lead. 6:20 remaining in the first. As Hines Allen brings it up. Bounce pass underneath. The fadeaway shot left of the lane is good. So the Dallas Wings, as Segrist gets the bucket, making it 7-6. 6 minutes for the first. Shepard to Williams. A 3-ball left corner. Nope, but a foul called before the shot. That foul is charged to Segrist. That's her first, and 2 team fouls. Mystics lead the Dreams 6-5. They're early in the first quarter. As mentioned, we'll keep you updated on all the WNBA games tonight. Here's a 3 from the left by Carlton. No good. Rebound, Bueckers. Outlet pass to Agumbawale. Across the timeline into the front court. Agumbawale works off the Bueckers screen, picks up a dribble, looking for help, finds Bueckers on the right wing. 5:38 left in the first. Bueckers lost the ball out of bounds. It'll belong to Minnesota. Let's reset your lineups for the Lynx: Samuelson, Shepard, Carlton, Collier, and Williams. For the Wings: Hines Allen, Agumbawale, Carrington, Bueckers, and Segrist. Here's Williams out front. Left side, Samuelson. 3-ball on the way. Splash. 10-6 in favor of the Minnesota Lynx and 5:18 left in the first. This time, Agumbawale at the control. She trots across the timeline into the front court. Stutter step dribble. Works her way down the lane. Shoots it up. No good. Rebound taken down by Carlton. Ahead to Williams. Guarded by DJ Carrington. Williams across into the front court. Williams picks up her dribble. Now finds Shepard underneath to Collier. Missed the shot. Rebound, Segrist. Flip ahead to Agumbawale. Agumbawale on the fly into the front court. Stops. 18-footer left of the key. Good. And it's a 10-8 game. 4:40 left in the first. Williams in the front court with a scissor dribble. Bounce pass out front to Shepard to Collier. 3-ball left wing. Splash. Lynx 13, Wings 8. 4:29 left in the first quarter. Hines Allen in the front court. Has it back on the left wing. Out front to Agumbawale. Back to Hines Allen. A 3-ball from the left. Short. Rebound, Collier. Outlet pass to Williams. Hot Rod Williams on the move into the front court outside left. Williams with a scissor dribble. Stops and starts against Bueckers. Williams bounce pass underneath. Beautiful pass. And the basket is good for Napheesa Collier. 15-8. 5 in a row by the Minnesota Lynx. Here's Bueckers with an over-the-top pass to DJ Carrington. She goes up. Nope, but a foul call. And that will bring us to our first timeout of the season. 3:54 left in the first. The Minnesota Lynx 15 and the Dallas Wings 8 on your home for the WNBA, Snowman Multimedia and Snowman Sportsnet. Phew. I needed that drink of water. But that's one reason I love doing basketball, you know? That's one reason I love doing basketball. Let me see if I can get a let's do a raid, folks. Let's do a raid. I'm going to find a couple of channels to raid tonight, and hopefully they will return the favor. And I just found one. Oh, excuse me. My buddy Rising Rhino is doing a can't get the words out. UFL game tonight with the Memphis Showboats and the San Antonio Brahmas from Texas. All right. I had fun covering the WNBA draft this year also, but I also did that with a heavy heart because it was at that time we lost our friend, our brother, Darian Hopkins. I miss you, Darian. I miss you very much, man. Every day I wish you were here and we didn't get a chance. Darren, we didn't get a chance to do a game together, and I don't like that. I wish we had found some time to share the microphone together. We did for a couple of shows, but I wanted to do a game call with you. They're getting ready to come back to work here in just a moment. And from what I'm seeing, they are delayed in Philadelphia. Yeah, they're delayed in Philadelphia. So let's give him a raid, shall we? Let's have some fun. Do me a favor, folks. Oh, Ryan's about to do a live stream also. Well, thank you, Blake. It takes a lot of practice. DJ Carrington will head to the free throw line for the Dallas Wings. 15-8 is our score. 3:54 remaining in the opening quarter. DJ's free throw, good. Making the score 15-9. Let's do a quick raid from my buddy JJ because they are in a delay. The Pirates and the Phillies are in a delay, and that's the game he is covering. The second attempt is good. It's 15-10. 3:54 opening quarter against pressure. They have it ahead to Williams. Hot Rod Williams dances on the dribble, front court to the left, guarded by DJ Carrington. Now to the right side for Shepard. Shepard has it out front for Carlton. Carlton plays it in the right corner for Seegers. Out front it comes to Williams. Williams, 18-footer block, cleared by Hines. I got the names mixed up. Here's Bueckers with an 18-footer. That's good. 15-10, 15-12, 3:15 left in the opening quarter. Williams has it on the right wing, works off the Shepard screen to the free throw line. On the left wing, a three on the way is no good. Long rebound chased down by DJ Carrington, and here they come. Carrington leans over the dribble in the front court, nearly fouled by Shepard. Bueckers swings it out front to Hines Allen. There you go. That's the name I'm looking for. Ogumawale turns on the dribble. Ogumawale over the top to Hines Allen. Layup goes up. Yep. And it's a 1-point game, 15-14. 2:45 left in the opening quarter. 6 in a row for Dallas. Williams has it out front. Williams works her way back to Shepherd. Shepherd has it on the left wing. Out front, Samuelson, 13-footer in the lane is good. That ends the run, 17-14. Lynx lead by 3. They've led for most of the quarter. Hines Allen over the top into DJ Carrington. Carrington got bumped, foul called. And Carrington will shoot a pair. 2:18 left in the first. Actually, that's just a regular foul. No shooting foul. 2:18 left in the first. As DJ looks to come in. Foul line extended right. She has it in play to Hines Allen, directing traffic out front. Now on the right side is Harris. Harris comes up shooting and hits a 3. We have a tie game. 17 all as Harris gets her first bucket of the game. 2 minutes left in the first. On the left side is Heidelman. Heidelman plays it out front to Badiani. Badiani to Samuelson. Samuelson has it out front to Heidelman. Heidelman working her way to the left. 5 to shoot. Heidelman on the drive into the lane. Forces a shot up. No good. Rebound. Hines Allen ahead to DJ Carrington. DJ with a spin into the lane. 10-footer. Remain good. And the Wings have regained the lead. 19-17 with 90 seconds left in the opening quarter. On the left side is Carlton. Carlton plays it into the right corner for Badiane. Underneath to Smith. Underneath to Shepherd. Shepherd goes up and scores. 19 all with 1:05 left in the first. Jessica Shepherd, 7 points on the night. Under the final minute, 55 seconds and counting, opening quarter. Hines Allen plays it back left to Segrist. She'll lift up a 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound, chased down, and saved in play. Minnesota has it on the run to Natasha Heidelman. Heidelman standing dribble, finds Shepherd. Shepherd to Samuelson on the left wing. 39 seconds left in the first. Shepherd has it on the right side to Heidelman. Heidelman with a bounce pass right corner. 3 ball on the way is short. And the rebound out of bounds. It belongs to Dallas as they'll look for the lead with 30.5 seconds left in the opening quarter. That was a great spin by Shepherd. Had her defender leading one way, and she spun back the other way. 5-second difference, shot clock to game clock. I am going to take a commercial break at the end of the quarter because I got to give myself a breather. 20 seconds left, opening period of play. Wings with the ball with a chance to get the lead. 8 on the shot clock. Bueckers has it off to the left. 5 on the clock. Bueckers on the drive. Over the top pass. Right side is Hill to the hoop. Shoots it up. Nope. Ball tapped in. Hill banks it in. Harris banks it in. And that, unless this shot goes, it does not, will close the quarter. Tyasha Harris with 5 quick points off the bench. And the Dallas Wings take a 2-point lead heading into the second quarter. After 1, it's the Wings 21 and the Lynx 19 as we're counting down to the Knicks and the Celtics for game number 6. We're going to take a break and continue our coverage of this game after these.
Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories.
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get, babe?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
To the second quarter we go, and we have an immediate basket and a foul by Diamond Miller, who ties the game at 21. And I think my raid was successful over on JJ's channel because the folks have been sent over there. Diamond Miller's free throw, no good. Rebound taken down by Hines Allen. Let's get your lineups for you. As the wings have it in place, Segrist, McCowan, Harris, Charles, and Asia James, the five on the floor. Tyasha Harris tried to throw it underneath, but a foul called as they look for McCowan underneath. For the Lynx, it's Samuelson, Shepard, Miller, Badiane, and Heidelman. Foul line extended right. They look to come in. They have it in play to Segrist. Segrist pitch out to the left corner, tipped out of bounds by Heidelman. It will stay with Dallas. They'll have 10 to shoot. Here's Segrist to the free throw line. Fakes, dumps a pass underneath, and we get another foul. This time it's Badiane with her second foul. So she'll have to depart. And Collier comes back in. In play to Segrist. Segrist steps back, three-point stripe, holds and looks. Out front it comes to Tyasha Harris. Harris on the move to the right. Harris spins, 4 to shoot. Harris looks, dumps a pass to Segrist. Fadeaway shot on the free throw line, no good. Rebound Shepard. Outlet pass to Heidelman. Heidelman on the move into the front court. Heidelman against Tyasha Harris, pitches to the right side for Collier. Collier steps in, 15-footer, rimming no. Rebound taken down by the wings, and here they come again. Harris on the fly to Segrist. Segrist fakes, fadeaway shot right baseline. Got it. 23-21, Wings with the lead, and 8:44 left in the first half. Out front is Shepard. Shepard holds and looks. Finds Miller. Miller works off the Shepard screen, gives it back to Shepard left baseline. Down the left baseline she comes with a spin. She shoots and scores and draws the foul. Tiara McCowan will pick up the foul. And she wonders, where was the foul at? Kayla McBride out for Dallas. Or out for Minnesota, I beg your pardon. 23-21. Or 23 apiece, I beg your pardon. Free throw no good. Rebound taken down by McCowan. A wraparound dribble for Tyasha Harris. She brings it across into the front court for Segrist, who now plays it off to the left for Charles. And Charles had the ball tipped out of bounds, but Diamond Miller will pick up the foul. Courtney Williams will come in for Carly Samuelson. First of 4 meetings this year between these two teams. As they look to come in, I beg your pardon. Here's a 3 ball out front, but an offensive foul first as the ball got wedged in between the basket and the backboard. Tierra McCowan picks up the foul. Maisha Hines-Allen returns for Dallas, replacing McCowan. .805 left in the half as Heidelman hustles across in the front court. Here's Collier with a spin down the lane with a fake, comes back out. Williams, a 3 from the left. Rebound chased down by the wings as Charles hustles it up. Back she comes the other way with a layup. Missed it. Rebound on the floor, taken down by Collier. Collier flying in the front court, and that ball's tipped out of bounds as Diamond Miller flew into the front court, but had the ball tipped out of bounds. And also, we got a foul on Asia James. .744 left in the half. Tie game, 23 apiece. Miller gets ready. First free throw, good. And Minnesota regains the lead, 24-23. They're in the second quarter in the nation's capital, and Atlanta leads Washington by 7. 29-22. The second attempt, no good, and the rebound is taken down by the wings. Hines-Allen brings it down. Tyasha Harris spins across into the front court. Harris straddling the timeline. Out front to Hines-Allen. Allen holds and looks. Has it out to the right. Now out front it comes to Charles. Charles to Hines-Allen with 3 to shoot. Lifts a 3. Got it! And that is their second 3 of the ball game. And the Wings have regained the lead, 26-24, and 7:08 left in the first half. Williams has it. She'll try to respond with a 3. Missed it off the back of the rim. Rebound tip to the floor. Charles brings it down. Kaya Charles into the front court. Out front to Hines. Or out front to Harris, I beg your pardon. Harris standing dribble between the rings. Out front it comes to Hines-Allen. Allen to Segrist in the left corner. Back to Hines-Allen. Right down the lane. She comes and lays it in. Maisha Hines-Allen with the driving layup. And it's 28-24 and 6.5 for the half. Collier has it out front. Now to Williams. Hot Rod Williams on the move with a bounce pass to Collier. Travel, no call. Gets to the hoop. Shoots it up, no good. Drew the foul. And that foul is charged to Ty Harris. (28-24). Free throws to come for Napheesa Collier. Bueckers is in. Ogunbowale is in. Alyssa Peely will come in for Shepherd for Minnesota. First one good. Good showing by Bueckers so far. You're on the court lineup for the Wings. Goes Hines-Allen, Ogunbowale, Bueckers, Segrist, and Tyasha Harris. So they'll go with a 3-guard lineup. Napheesa Collier with another free throw. It's Collier, Williams, Miller, Peely, and Heidelman for Minnesota. Second free throw good. 2-point lead. 6:22 remaining in the opening half. Dallas is led by as many as 4. Minnesota is led by as many as 7. And now Tyasha Harris brings it up. Harris in the front court with a wraparound dribble, guarded by Diamond Miller. Harris to 3 on the left wing. That's no good. Rebound snatched down by Alyssa Peely. Heidemann in the front court, dancing on the dribble outside right. Holds and looks. Over the top pass into Collier. Backs in on Bueckers. Spins down the lane, and a foul. It'll be called on Bueckers. And that will send us to a timeout. 5:58 remains in the half. It's the Wings 28 and the Lynx 26. Now I got to take it. Well, we got comments here. Let's take a look at our comments. Richard Carr is here with us tonight. Latina and Cali says, howdy. Blake, I know you did your part, buddy, and I appreciate you for that. Richard Carr says, let's go Wings. I don't know anything about these teams or what sport is it. It's basketball. It's the Women's National Basketball Association is what we're bringing to you right now. You know who I can't wait to see come back and play is Cameron Brink. I can't wait to see Cameron Brink play and play healthy. Now, I also can't wait to see what Angel Reese can do. Yeah, but I'm excited to see what Cameron Brink brings to the Sparks. All right, for all of you who tuned in to our WNBA preview with Allison Moran this morning, who do you think would be the front runner for MVP this year? I have 2 choices right now. They would be Asia Wilson and Caitlin Clark. But again, time tells everything. BGS stops by with a $5 super chat. Will Paige show out? So far, so good. She does have one turn. What is she? Let's look and see what she has so far. She's done good leading the team. I just saw it. Paige has 4 points. She has a +2 on the 4. She's got a pair of rebounds and a block shot and a turnover. That's what she has so far. That is what she has so far as we're getting ready to get back to work. Been a back and forth game. Minnesota led by as many as 7, as I mentioned, and Dallas enjoyed their biggest lead at 4. And to reset your lineups, it's Collier, Williams, Miller, Peely, and Heidemann for the Minnesota Lynx. For the Dallas Wings, it's Hines Allen, Nalissa Smith, Arika Gumbawale, DJ Carrington, and Paige Bueckers. So starters on the floor for Dallas. Free throw on the way by Collier is good. She's got 7 points in the game. Or 8 points, I beg your pardon, with that free throw. Asia Wilson led all scorers last year, averaging 26.9 points per game. Collier was 5th in the WNBA. Second free throw good. She's got 9. And it's 28 apiece and 5:55 left in the first half. Here's Bueckers, picks up the dribble. Out front, it comes to Nalissa Smith. Back to Nalissa Smith. Right down the lane, left of the lane, and shoots it in. And Dallas is up front by 2. 30-28, 5.5 of the half. Heidemann in the front court. Finds Williams. Collier has it. Back to Williams. Over the top pass into Collier with a fake. Goes up, scores, and draws the foul. And Nalissa Smith picks up the foul. So a chance for the Lynx to regain the lead. Minnesota, one of the teams tabbed to win the championship. Free throw good. Collier with a dozen in the game. She's the first player in double figures for either side, and Minnesota leads by 1, 31-30, and 5:24 left in the first half. On the back door, all the way to the hoop, missed the layup, and a foul called. Napheesa Collier picks up the foul, and Arika Ogunbowale, the veteran from Notre Dame, heads to the free throw line. Ogunbowale won Notre Dame a national championship with a buzzer beater. Ogunbowale is sitting on 4 points in the game. Gives the ball a spin and shoots the first one. Good. She now has 5 points in the game. 31 apiece. 5:20 left in the first half. So to answer BGS's question, so far, so good. Very small sample size because the regular season has just started. But we will see how the season goes on. Second attempt, good. Ogunbowale has 6 in the game. 32-31. Wings by 1. 5:15 left in the first half. Williams in the front court. Hands it off to Peely. Peely back to Williams on the right wing. Williams feeds it back left to Miller. Miller underneath to Collier. Lost the ball. Wings come up with a steal. Ogunbowale on the push. Ogunbowale on the fly. Into the front court. Lean in, flip. Got it. Arika Ogunbowale makes the lead 3 for Dallas. 34-33 and 4:49 left in the opening half. They're getting ready to tip off in Boston. We will keep you posted on that game right after halftime. Williams 18-footer. Good from the right. 4:35 left in the first half. And the Dallas Wings lead by 1, 34-33. Here's Bueckers, hands to Ogunbowale. Over the top pass into Bueckers. Fadeaway shot right baseline. Bullseye! Paige Bueckers with 6. And right back comes Minnesota. They run ahead to Diamond Miller, and Miller lays it in. 36-35. DJ Carrington back on the floor for the Dallas Wings. Back she comes with a lefty layup. Good! 38-35. Now we're getting the high-scoring games we know and love with the WNBA. Here's Williams. Stops. Over the top pass into Collier. Back out to the right. A 3 on the way by Miller. Bullseye. Diamond Miller with a 3. And we are tied once again at 38. Diamond Miller sitting on 8 points in the game. Ogunbowale brings it up now to Hines Allen. Hines Allen spins on the dribble against Peely, works her way down the lane and shoots it up. No good, but drew the foul. And Hines Allen will shoot 2. Alyssa Peely with a foul. That's her first. Later on tonight, it's the regular season debut of the Golden State Valkyries. They'll host the Los Angeles Sparks. So a chance for Dallas to regain the lead with the Maisha Hines Allen to the free throw line. Free throw number 1, in and out. 3:38 left in the first half. And back in for Minnesota is Bridget Carlton. Washington has crept back to within 4 of Atlanta, 38-34. The second attempt on the way, no good. Rebound, Peely. Now a chance for Minnesota to regain the lead. Here's Courtney Williams. Hot Rod Williams on the move. Bullet pass underneath to Collier. She makes the layup. What a pass from Courtney Williams. 40-38 in favor of the Minnesota Lynx. Bueckers has it out front between the circles, works her way to the right, pulls up from 18, missed it off the left side of the rim, ball on the floor. Hot Rod Williams comes out with it. Courtney Williams, shy of the timeline, creeps across into the front court, directing traffic. 3 minutes for the half. Williams dancing on the dribble outside right. Williams picks up her dribble, now finds Peely, back to Williams. Williams on the drive, right baseline, underneath. Whip pass back out to Diamond Miller. Out front Collier, a 3 on the way. Nope, rebound chased down by Bueckers. Ahead to Ogunbowale, flying in, shoots it up. Nope, foul called, and Ogunbowale will shoot a pair. And that pair will come after this timeout. 2:49 remaining in the opening half. It's the Minnesota Lynx 40 and the Dallas Wings 38 on your home for WNBA coverage, Snowman Multimedia. Blake Hammock again. Hey, bro, I love you've been to Allen Fieldhouse. Have I been to Allen Fieldhouse? Not yet. That's one of the, when I do the Snowman Stadium tour, that's one of the places I do plan to visit is Allen Fieldhouse. I did get a super chat tonight. Let me see if I have a sound for it. This is the only one I can come up with. For the super chat I got tonight, this is the only sound I can come up with. I'm not as advanced as AB Media because he actually has a video sound for it. Speaking of AB Media, he chimes in, will we face the Knicks or... Hold up. This side? That's this side. There we go. Will we face the Knicks or the Celtics? I truly don't know, AB. I truly don't know. In either case, I think Indiana can beat either one of them. I said it, and I mean every word of it. I think the Indiana Pacers can beat either one of these teams. Both teams are vulnerable. Both teams are very vulnerable. If you're with us for the first time, make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. You can support the channel via Super Chat, and you can support the channel via Cash App. The tag you need is $ Tallman Dr. K50. Looking at some things on my phone here as we wait to get back to play. I'm going to take you Missouri at Kansas. It's going to be rocking in there. You know what, Blake? I saw a Missouri-Kansas matchup in 1990 from the, what's the name of that place? Hearn Center in Columbia on one of my many secret excursions at college. That ain't so much of a secret. And I know Allen Fieldhouse. I know the Fog is crazy. I know Fog Allen Fieldhouse is nuts. They've gotten started in New York, and the Knicks are up early 4-0. Speaking of places that are rocking, MSG is off the charts. Here we have 2:49 left in the first half, and the Lynx lead the Dallas Wings in Paige Bueckers' debut 40-38. Victor Locke says, oh, crap, I missed the broadcast. No, you didn't. Matter of fact, I should get you in here on the fun. Should be in the operative word. Ogumawale's free throw is good, 40-39. You missed the fun this morning, Victor. You really missed the fun this morning. Ogumawale's second free throw, good. Tie game at 40. She has 10 in the game. And to answer Victor's question, Paige Bueckers sitting with 6. Out front, Williams. Williams dancing on the dribble outside right. Now to Shepard. Shepard gives it back to Williams on the right wing. Shepard on the move to the free throw line. Fakes, lean in, flip, block. Nope, dump pass underneath to Collier. She missed the layup, but drew the foul. And I'm in studio, Vic. You know the studio. And Collier will shoot 2. She's leading all scorers tonight with 12. Ogunbowale leads the Wings with 10. Let me correct myself. It's Collier that has 14 to lead everybody in scoring. Shepard's free throw is good. She now has 10. The second attempt on the way, good. 42-40. Minnesota by a pair and 2.5 left in the half. If Victor comes up, we may talk a little NFL scheduling at halftime. Ogunbowale, Hines Allen out front to Ogunbowale with a bounce pass underneath, and it's stolen by Miller. Miller on the fly, ahead to Williams. Courtney Williams fakes underneath, back to Collier, 15-footer, a brick, rebound, Bueckers. 2-point lead and 2:05 left in the first half. Ogumawale front court to the left. That pass is tipped away and a foul called. And the foul will be charged to Maddie Segrist. Yeah, they're going to give the foul to Segrist. And it's a loose ball foul at that. And this may initiate an review. In fact, this will initiate a review. 2:02 for the first half. Lynx 42, Wings 40, and Victor Locke has joined us. What up, man?
What's going on, Snowman? How's it going?
I feel good.
Good.
I feel good about this. Tomorrow, it's the Sky and the Fever at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then Thursday, Indiana will go to Atlanta. Yes, Thursday. Indiana will go to Hotlanta to take on the Atlanta Dream, and that will be in the Hawks Stadium.
Oh,
that will be at State Farms. That will be at State Farm Arena.
I really hope that this becomes a trend. Start putting the WNBA games into the NBA stadiums. You know, let these guys share stadiums and see what happens.
Well, here's the thing. They did it for a while, but then the numbers dipped and they got scared. They need to put it back in the NBA stadiums anyway, because that's who they're sharing the
logo with, they're sharing the association with,
and they're sharing the fans with them also.
Yeah, it's like if they're gonna be like the little sister, then like, you know,
they need to act like it.
You have to give them something and see where they go on their own, you know?
Yep. You got me wanting to rock my vintage Kansas Paul Pierce jersey right now. I love college basketball. College basketball was like, hey, I get it, okay? But I'll take you back a little further than that, Blake Hammock. Look up the name Danny Manning. Former Kansas standout. Look up the name Danny Manning. And BGS is right. It simply comes down to money.
Yes, it does.
Indiana's starting to generate it now, especially with Caitlin Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Blake, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to jump on Girl Sports Podcast this week simply because I was in the office.
Boo.
No, there was no way I was going to be able to do a whole 2-hour show in the office.
I wouldn't have been able to do it either. And with that kind of setup, I don't know if I would have been able to.
I'm gonna say this, particularly when it comes to the scheduling, brother. You gonna be busy.
You think?
There's gonna be a bunch of coin tosses because I was looking through the schedule, and I'm like, man, every single slot where the Niners are in, the Colts are in the exact same slot.
Mm-hmm. Week 2 starts the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Week 2 starts the whole damn thing. The Colts have their game. The Niners are in New Orleans.
Right. And you're like,
ain't that a bitch?
What am I supposed to do?
Well, you know what Jody wants.
Well, we know what Jody wants. We know what Rule 5 is.
So you know what? And you know, there's one week I must have Jody on with me.
And that is?
I think it's a Monday night game. I want to say
Colts and Niners.
Colts and Niners. Lucas Oil.
Yep, I know.
I don't know how late she'll be able to be up though. That's the thing. Free throw good for Diamond Miller. 3-point Minnesota lead. 2:02 left in the first half. Now this is why I'm getting my reps in now this summer.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I'm working to shave about 30 pounds, because I'm going to get a workout. I'm going to get a workout. It's a 4-point lead. Dallas has the ball. 1:56 remaining in the first half. Ogumawale off the screen. Pops a 3 from the right wing. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, DJ Carrington. Shovel pass underneath the Segrist. She lays it in, but a foul called before the shot.
And
Blake is familiar. Danny and the Miracles. Yep, 1988.
And I'm telling you now, I do have a lot of spirited things to say about the Cowboys schedule, but we'll wait till halftime for that to happen.
My lips are closed.
I'm sure they are.
My lips are closed. Y'all don't have to see us, so I know you're happy about that.
Yeah, happy to a degree, but then we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Yep. DJ's free throw was good, 44-41. 147 remaining in the first half. Which NFL game are you guys looking forward to in the chat? And we're going to do a raid at halftime also. The second attempt on the way is good. It's a 2-point lead, 44-42. Can't talk tonight. That's why I need the reps. Hot Rod Williams, front court to the right. Up run it comes to Shepard. Shepard off to the right. Dumps a pass underneath the Collier. It's out of bounds. It'll belong to Dallas with a chance to tie. Or, as Jim Durham says best, get the lead with a long one. 95 seconds left in the first half. Hines Allen brings it across into the front court for Dallas. Hines Allen working her way to the right, finds Agumbawale. Agumbawale off the Hines Allen screen, plays it back to Seacrest. Seacrest outside right, now to DJ Carrington. Carrington standing dribble, 18-footer from the left. Nope. Rebound tip, taken down by Collier. She's got 6 rebounds already. 1:15 left in the first half. Minnesota by 2. Williams in the front court, dancing on the dribble outside right, 15 to shoot. That pass tipped out of bounds by Bueckers.
There's one game I am really looking forward to. There's one game I'm really looking forward to on Monday night, and it's Week 3's Monday night. Baltimore and Detroit.
First one to 60 wins the game.
Brother.
You already know what I'm thinking. First one to the first Sunday night game is one I'm looking.
I'm telling you,
no, 400 each. 400.
Derrick Henry.
Forget
Henry.
350. Forget 350.
4 bills.
400 each. 4 bills. 4 bills for Derrick Henry and 4 bills for David Montgomery. Mm-hmm. And just as a throwaway, Jahmyr Gibbs gets 2 bills.
Yep.
That played the game in an hour. That game will be played in an hour. No. Williams has it outside right. 10 on the clock. Williams dancing on the dribble right wing. 7 to shoot. On the right side is Shepard. Shepard on the drive right baseline. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. Goes up, missed it. Shepard the offensive rebound. They'll get another clock. Collier has it outside left. Collier spins on the dribble. Collier double team. Back to Shepard. Driving left baseline. Whips a pass out to the right corner, but we have a turnover.
Oh.
I got a name for you, Keith Langford. Man, don't you get me started, Blake. I mean this jokingly because I know Blake is a big sports fan like I do.
I love how they're moving the ball. I love how they're moving the ball.
Ball in motion is one of the best things for basketball. We got a couple of substitutions coming in for Minnesota as Natisha Heidemann and Mariam Bartolane comes in. It's a 2-point lead, 40 seconds left in the half as Bueckers gets across in the front court, unloads a 3, missed it. Rebound comes down to the Lynx as Heidemann has it. Heidemann directing traffic into the front court. The Wings will see the ball again on 24-second count, but we get a foul in the right corner on Shepard. So now Minnesota can get a shot at a 2-for-1. Mm-hmm. And that seems like that's a good foul on Shepard.
Yeah.
28 seconds left in the first half. 20 on the shot clock. 7 difference. Shot clock to game clock. Or about 5 difference, I beg your pardon. Agumbawale turns and traveled. Or Hines Allen moved her pivot. And she's complaining, saying there's no way that I moved the pivot. You did. Maisha Hines Allen, you did move your pivot.
It's very easy to do.
It's
very easy to do. Just a slight little move to move your pivot. It's very easy to do.
Final possession of the half, unless we have a rebound as Heidemann comes across, stands across the timeline into the front court, down to 10 seconds. On the right side is Carden. Now back to Heidemann, driving in, shoots it up, no good. Drew the foul with 6.4 left in the first half. That foul is charged to DJ Carrington. And Heidemann has been huge, even though she has not scored yet for Minnesota. She's just out a pair of assists, and she's been an absolute pest in the passing lanes.
Her presence is being felt.
Absolutely. The lefty gets ready, offers the free throw. Good. 45-42. 6.4 left in the first half. The second attempt on the way, good. 4-point Minnesota lead. They've led by as many as 7. They have it in play to Agumbawale, and she's fouled by Heineman. And that'll send Agumbawale to the free throw line with 4.7 left in the first half. Agumbawale sitting on 11 points. Here we go with the names again, folks. Because I never knew how to say Agumbawale until I heard my buddy Adam Amin, one of the voices for ESPN, say it. The first free throw here, good. (46-43), 3-point lead, 4.7 left in the first half. Ogunbowale's second free throw, good. It's a 2-point lead, 46-44, 4.7 left in the first half. And Carrington to seal. DJ down the baseline, shovel pass underneath the secret. She's got it.
Wow.
Tie game at 46 with 1.2 left in the first half. Heineman with a pass ahead. They won't get a shot off. And just like that, we have a tie game.
Like, we're not done yet.
DJ Carrington with a steal. And shovel a pass under to Maddie Segrist. Segrist gets the layup, and we have a tie game, 46 apiece. Welcome back with our halftime chatter about the NFL schedule. We want to get your guys' thoughts as well. Back after this.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get, babe?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
$46 at the half, and in the first quarter in New York, the Knicks lead the Celtics 16-13 with 3:15 remaining in the first. We will immediately go to that one after this game completes.
And here's a little weirdness. In the game of 1 and 6s in the UFL, Memphis Showboats are leading the Brahmas 8-0 right now. I don't know how they got 8.
Oh,
but that's
easy.
where that right now.
Touchdown plus 2-point conversion.
Either that or some guy safety.
No, it's a 2-point conversion. Hi, honey. Hello. Is that door still driving you nuts?
No, I'm gonna fix it this weekend.
Okay. Hey.
What?
Give me a kiss.
You can't. I gotta drop all this crap.
Let's do another raid, folks. I got a channel dropped in the chat for my buddy Rising Rhino. We're gonna do another one because I know Ryan McCoffey is on also.
And for UFL games tomorrow, you got the Stallions taking on the Battlehawks at noon. You also have the Roughnecks and the Panthers going on at noon.
Mm-hmm.
At 11 a.m. on Sunday, the Defenders take on the Renegades. And I found something very interesting.
What's that?
So I was talking with a friend of mine about WWE themes that were originally used for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, Hulk Hogan's Real America theme was actually not Hulk Hogan's. It was for I think it was David Rotunda, IRS.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Rotunda and Wyndham as the Real Americans. They were called the Real Americans. That was their song.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. There was a Japanese wrestler who actually had Goldberg's theme before Goldberg had it.
Nice.
And what gets to me is actually the Brock Lesnar theme
Mm-hmm.
wasn't meant for Brock Lesnar.
Oh, really?
It was meant for a football team that we know pretty well, the Chicago Enforcers in the XFL.
It sure was.
That was their song.
That was their song. And they played at Soldier Field.
Yep.
It sure was.
Okay,
you said you had some thoughts about the Cowboys' schedule and season within.
I'm putting it right now. I am filing a complaint on whoever decided to do this because they are doing this because they just cannot stand anything Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
This was
and
another epic troll job.
Oh, no, not another one.
Yes, an epic troll job. I'm not even going to get into the preseason.
All right.
Okay, because the preseason already don't make no damn sense.
We know that.
Week 1.
You go to South Philly.
Week 1,
and face the world champion and face the world champion Eagles.
They're gonna hang a banner, and they're probably gonna hang 35 on us.
How do you think all opponents of the Patriots felt when Tom Brady was winning all those Super Bowls and they had to go face them in their house?
I'm like, really? It's gonna be a damn mess. We catching an L. I'm sorry. As much as I really hope that CD and George Pickens can work well together, we catching an L. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Now we should, in theory, get our first W in week 2 when we take on the Giants because they're the Giants. Jackson Dart, I think he's definitely going to be something to see for the Giants, but it's going to take a year.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not expecting him to have a Jaden Daniels type of season in his rookie year.
And I even cleaned up your mess for you.
The legendary Dr. K.
Oh, honey, there's one game you got to do with me this year.
Yeah.
Monday night game, 49ers at Colts.
Oh, well, okay.
She was ready to say no, and then she heard T's like, oh, yep, got you. I'll do that one.
I have a feeling there's going to be some wine involved.
Oh, there will be. Then we got week 3.
The Colts are going to win.
Oh, she called it now.
She's throwing shots. She's always throwing shots at me.
Mm-hmm. Yo.
Rule number 5 is what? Chocolate fixes everything.
Yeah, that's the rule.
So then, in relevance to your statement,
answer's always at Colts.
there you go.
It's 16 all right now, Deets. It's 16 all, Deets.
Yeah, 16 apiece.
We got the legendary Fifth Down Sports, my man, one of my soldiers, one of my brothers in arms in terms of Cowboys Nation. Chris Deets is showing up.
Deets, we'll have bonus coverage of that game.
Oh, okay.
When this one completes, I already got it set up here.
Where was I?
Minute 51 left in the first quarter of that game. 18-16 New York. Now, Victor's calling another troll job.
It's definitely a troll job, baby. Well, I'll get to that in a minute.
It is not a troll job.
It is a troll job and a half.
Why is it a troll job and a half?
Let me explain. We then take on the Bears. We should win because they're the Bears.
Because they're the Bears.
We're gonna take an L against Green Bay because even though our offense has improved, or on paper is improved, Jordan Love has the number.
Oh yeah,
Jordan Love has our number.
2 years ago in the playoffs.
Then we take on the Jets, which we should win. Sorry, Mr. McCarthy. We should be able to take on the Jets.
You and Ryan should do that game.
If Ryan's willing to, I'd be more than happy to.
Okay. Well, it depends on his schedule, though.
Yeah, it depends on his schedule. But if he's willing to do that, I'd be more than happy to.
We're gonna try to make that happen.
Then you have Cowboys and Panthers. We should win because again, it's the Panthers.
Which means Jay Spivey's gonna be laughing his head off.
Even though Tyrone McMillan is definitely promising. This one is weird because I don't think we've ever dealt with the Commanders this early in the season. But I think this is what, week 6, week 7, our first meeting with them. We finished our meetings with them before Thanksgiving. And that's rarely ever happened. Usually we have one either right after Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving, and then the second was towards the end of the year. So it's weird that we deal with them immediately.
So y'all don't get a Christmas present.
I certainly won't be getting a Christmas present. Because we got to deal with Washington again on Christmas.
Right.
Why do you think this is a troll job? Then we take on the Broncos. We should be able to eke out a win there. The Cards, we should win there. But then again, I said the same thing in 2023, and look what happened.
And folks, the funny thing is, Victor was so confident when we made those picks that week.
Yeah. And then we should beat the Raiders because they're the Raiders.
And
they're in Las Vegas, and they should be in Oakland.
Absolutely. I know one team you're going to lose to handily.
Here is where I said this is a troll job.
Okay.
The next 3 weeks.
Oh, dear.
We host the Eagles.
Yep.
Then right after that, on Thanksgiving, the Kansas City
Chiefs.
And then after that, we don't even get a bye to lick our wounds this time.
But y'all get 10 days after Thanksgiving.
And then guess what we got to deal with? The Detroit
Lions. And that one's
they have not forgiven us for what happened to Hutch.
Isn't that game in Texas? Or is it in Detroit?
No, that is in Detroit.
Oh, y'all gotta go to Ford Field.
That's in D-Town.
Oops.
Yeah.
So give me those 3 games again. Give me those 3 again.
The Eagles.
Wait. Hold that thought.
Okay.
So you host so this is after Thanksgiving, correct?
No, the Eagles is before Thanksgiving.
The Eagles is before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So you open up with the Eagles, which is going to be in then before Thanksgiving, you see the Eagles again, which is another.
Yes, we see the Eagles opening the season. We see the Eagles week 1.
Yep.
Then we see them the week before. They see basically right before Thanksgiving. Then on Thanksgiving, on the Thursday of Thanksgiving, we take on the Chiefs. And then
that's more.
The Detroit Lions. How is this not a troll job?
Because you didn't make the schedule?
Yeah, because whoever did it is trolling us. Then we have the Vikings, which
y'all gonna mess around and lose to the Vikings.
I hope not, but we do have those WTF loses. We do have those WTF
loses. I hope not. I hope not also, but y'all gonna mess around and lose to the Vikings. Because you guys always mess around and lose to teams you shouldn't lose to.
And then we have to take on The
Look at
San
Blake.
Diego
Blake says
Chargers.
anarchy game.
You know what? I don't disagree.
Nor do I.
Then
Nor
after
do
that,
I.
after that, we have to deal with the Chargers, and the Chargers scare the bleep out of me
They scare the bleep out of me.
because
I think
Omarion's
they
going
also
to,
scare the bleep out of Droid and Hammock.
yeah, because Omarion's going to be something to watch.
I think Marion's going to get 1,500.
I think so.
I think
so.
if they improve that line, which they have a chance to do during training camp, they're gonna get. He can get 1,500.
And then Christmas.
Mm-hmm. End of one in New York. 26 for the Knicks. 20 for the Celtics as the Celtics try to stay alive.
I will not be receiving a Christmas gift. I will not
Why
be
not?
receiving a lump of coal.
A lump of coal.
I don't know what I'm going to receive. But I know it's going to be problematic because the Cowboys will face Washington again. And I don't know
that
what
one's in Washington.
And that one is in Washington. And
That's in Washington.
Here's the thing that that you have to understand about this. I don't know what's going to happen to Jaden Daniels. He had a phenomenal rookie season.
Yep.
But the thing that scares me is there's always that sophomore slump.
I don't think he'll have one.
You don't think he'll have one?
Nope.
I don't think
he'll have one.
I don't think there's ever been a quarterback who has not had a sophomore slump.
I'll give you two of them, right? I just told you one who won't. I'll give you another one who hadn't had a sophomore slump. Last name Purdy.
I wouldn't say that. Only reason why I say that because he was injured for most of his second season.
No, he wasn't. He took the Niners to the Super Bowl.
Oh, that was the second year? Golly.
Yes.
Okay, so then his third year, he was injured for most of the season.
Third year, the Niners were beat to you know what with injuries.
Yes. Okay. So
they were horribly beat up.
See, I treat that as his real rookie season.
Yeah.
Because you went through three quarterbacks that year.
You know what? I can dig that. We're ready for the third quarter. The Wings have Hines, Allen, Smith, Agumbawale, Carrington, and Bueckers on the floor for them. Lynx come left to right. Samuelson, Shepard, Carlton, Collier, and Williams. Here's Collier. Fakes the three. Drives right baseline. Fakes. Lean in. Flip. Nope. Foul called. And Collier shoots two. The foul will be charged to Bueckers.
Ooh.
And that's her second.
Paige got to be careful.
And that was a great fake by Collier driving down the baseline.
Was that a Steph Curry? Was that a Chef Curry fake? A Chef Curry stop it fake?
She's got many of those. How's that? Bueckers' free throw is good. 47-46. Minnesota leads by one. But only Kevin Harlan can call that triple fake that Steph Curry did.
Yeah.
I thought, how many fakes does he have in his bag here? Second free throw, good. 2-point lead, Minnesota. 48-46 and 9:45 remaining in the third period.
What I'm liking
Bueckers
is
they're
hitting all their
court.
free throws. I'm liking they're hitting all their free throws.
Out front, Agumbawale dancing on the dribble off to the left. Agumbawale with a scissor dribble fake, 10 on the clock. Agumbawale nearly lost the ball, but has it in play to Allen, 6 on the clock. Out front is Bueckers, between the rings, 4 to shoot. Bueckers works off the screen, 2 to shoot. 18-footer from the right. Rebound taken down by Collier. Collier got chopped, foul called.
They're getting physical.
Yeah. They are indeed getting physical. But the thing I love about it is, even though they're committing a foul, they're going after the ball.
Yeah, they're being very.
There is nothing malicious about this kind of competition. They go underneath the Collier. Collier drives baseline, bounce pass underneath the Shepard. Shepard traveled, no call, had a shot block, cleared by Bueckers. Back come the Wings right to left with a minute gone in the third. Here comes Bueckers on the drive. Stops, 18-footer out front. Nope, foul called.
The fact that they're going after the ball is amazing.
Courtney Williams. And as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, an old voice from TNT is the voice of the Wings, Ron Thulin.
Really?
Remember him from the late 80s and 90s?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Calling the NBA on TNT?
Yes, I do.
He's the Wings voice. Bueckers sitting on 6 points in the game. Gives the ball a spin. Shoots the first one. Good. 48-47. Bueckers, Naismith Player of the Year, 3-time unanimous first-team All-American, 3-time Big East Player of the Year, and, of course, you know what you did in 2025, the National Championship. The second attempt, good. I hear a Pumpkin behind me. Hold on, Pumpkin. They run ahead to Williams. Williams on the fly into the front court, stops, backs out on the dribble. Got a 18-footer for Williams. Got it. 50-48. Minnesota leads by a pair. 8:40 for the third. Hines Allen right down the lane, lays it up, no good. Ball batted out of bounds. It will belong to Minnesota. You want to go out, buddy? There you go. You going out or you staying in? He's out of there.
Was that Binks or Pumpkin?
Pumpkin. 8.5 for the third as Williams dances on the dribble, moves away to the right, guarded by DJ Carrington. Back left to Samuelson, now to Collier, spins left baseline, comes up shooting, missing. Rebound Bueckers. Bueckers comes ahead to Agumbawale, who struts across into the front court. Agumbawale says the dribble off to the left. 18 on the clock. They go over the top into DJ Carrington. Carrington, fadeaway shot left baseline. Nope, rebound comes down to Carlton. And now Carlton back on the push. Carlton on the drive into the front court. Hooks a pass to Samuelson. Fakes. A step back three from the right corner. Rebound chase down. Bueckers had it momentarily. Ball on the floor. Still on the floor. Out of bounds. Belongs to Dallas. 7:55 left in the third. Maddie Siegrist comes on for the Dallas Wings. Maisha Hines-Allen goes out. A chance to tie for the Wings or get the lead with a long one. And Bueckers brings it up, orders everybody out of the way. She says, let me bring it up and set it up. Bueckers dancing on the dribble off to the left. Down the lane she comes. Pitch out Carrington. 3-ball right wing. Splash! The Wings go back up one. 51-50 and 7:35 left in the third. Williams has the top of the circle. On the left side, Carlton back to Williams. A three from the right. Nope. Foul called, and she'll shoot three. Update from Washington. The Washington Mystics, once upon a time, trail by 12 against Atlanta. They are now tied, 55 all. And we go to New York as the Knicks have opened up a 13-point lead on the Celtics with 10 minutes left in the second quarter of that game. DJ Carrington is now playing with 4 fouls. And has this triggered a review? I don't think it has. Well, actually, it has triggered a review. We're looking at it. And I think the question being, was it a two? Well, it was clearly a 3-point attempt. It was clearly a 3-point shot. So that's what the delay is right now. It's a review that has been triggered. Royals are losing 3-1 right now in the bottom of the fourth inning. I'm not scared of no electricity. I work with that every day in class for my maintenance mechanic classes. Okay, Blake, I see you. All the scores and the Updates we will keep them coming, and they're working on DJ Carrington. And they're still doing a review right now. Right now, the players are breaking their huddle and they're coming back onto the floor. Dallas 51, Minnesota 50, 7 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And the call will stand as Carrington indeed picks up her fourth foul. And that's a 3-shot foul for Courtney Williams. And DJ is going, where was the foul? Both teams had to land. First one, got it, 51 apiece. The second attempt on the way, yep, Minnesota back up one. 52-51, 7:30 remaining in the third quarter. Third attempt on the way, got them all. Courtney Williams now has 9 points. 53-51, Minnesota with the lead as Bueckers skips across into the front court outside left. Works off the Napheesa Smith screen. They slip it underneath to Napheesa Smith. She's got the layup in a tie game. 53 apiece, 7-10 for the third. Williams has it in the front court. Courtney Williams on the drive, right baseline, underneath to Collier. She's got the lefty layup. 55-53 Minnesota. They're back up 2. Now Napheesa Smith in the front court to Bueckers. Bueckers dancing on the dribble off to the right, guarded by Courtney Williams. Over the top pass intended for Napheesa Smith, and it's out of bounds. It will belong to Minnesota off of the turnover. It's a 2-point lead, 6:45 remaining in the third quarter. Here's Williams. Hook pass back outside to Carlton. Now to the left side for Collier. Collier dancing on the dribble. Out front, Williams. A straight on 3. Got it. And the Lynx are up by 5. 58-53 and 6:28 left in the third. Bueckers brings it up. Bueckers into the front court. Courtney Williams now with a dozen in the game. Here's Bueckers with an 18-footer. Bank, no. Foul called. Bueckers shoots 2. Bueckers will be shooting for points 9 and 10 on the evening. Bueckers shoots the first one. Good. She's got 9. 58-54. 6:18 left in the third period. Bueckers gets ready. Shoots the second one. Got it. It's a 3-point game, 58-55. And the proud papa in the crowd watching on. Williams in the front court, leans over the dribble, guarded by DJ Carrington. Now Collier has it on the weave to Carlton. On the left side, Samuelson. Bounce pass underneath to Collier. Fadeaway shot left baseline. In and out. Rebound on the floor. Taken down by Napheesa Smith. Bounce to Carrington. Carrington in the front court outside right. Chance to make it a 1-point game for Dallas. On the handoff is Agumbawale. Agumbawale on the drive. Right down the lane. Lays it up. No good. Rebound Carrington. Foul. Yes. 1-point game. 58-57. Minnesota leads by 1 and 5:40 left in the third. Carlton has it out front to Williams. Now this is Williams. Bounce pass to Collier. Collier right down the lane. Lays it up and it rims in. 60-57. Minnesota leads by 3 and 5:25 left in the third.
Very close game.
Napheesa Collier, 20 points in the game to lead all scorers. Here's Bueckers working off the screen. Back left to Segrist. On the right side, Agumbawale. Agumbawale right down the lane. Bounce pass, Napheesa Smith. Then she lays it up no good, but drew the foul. Good dive by Smith getting down the lane. Now let's see if the Wings can take advantage and cut this lead back down to 1, but instead Segrist just turned it over.
Uh-oh.
5:08 left in the third. 60 for Minnesota, 57 for Dallas. Williams on the drive to the left. 18-footer splash. Courtney Williams is putting it on him. She's got 14, and the lead is 5, 62-57. Back come the wings as DJ Carrington has it front court to the left. 4:50 for the third. Off the Alyssa Smith screen. Back left to Smith. Smith with a fake on the drive left of the lane. All the way to the hoop. Shoots it up. Nope. Foul called, and she'll shoot two. I'm starting to get the hang of this.
Almost like you never left.
Seems that way. And that will take us to a time. And that will take us to a timeout. 4:45 left in the third. 62 for Minnesota. 57 for Dallas. And we'll take a short break. We are. What am I doing? I don't know. I'm doing this. Back in a minute.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get, babe?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I just saw the coolest thing. Paige Bueckers has a town named after her. Paige Bueckers, Minnesota. As God is my witness, I'm looking at it. The free throw is good for Alyssa Smith. 62-58. And I think they're in a community center watching the game. They sure are. The second attempt off the back rim, no good. Rebound tip to the floor. Shepard brings it down. Shepard 5 rebounds in the contest. And now on the right side is Williams. Williams stutter step dribble, bounce pass to Samuelson, underneath to Collier. Collier, fadeaway shot in the lane. Yep. 64-58, 22 for Napheesa Collier, who is definitely early in the MVP conversation. 22 points, 3 rebounds for Collier. Here is Bueckers, off to the right. Bueckers finds Agumbawale. Agumbawale dancing on the dribble, finds Carrington. Carrington on the drive, left baseline, double pump, jump. Nope. Rebound comes down to Minnesota, and here they come again. Williams in the front court on the left side, underneath to Shepard. Shepard backs in, goes up, scores. 66-58, and Minnesota starting to run away. They have their biggest lead of the contest right now, at 8. 66-58. Smith has it this time. Steps in, 20-foot ahead of the key. Nope. Rebound comes down to Williams, and here they come again. Williams in the front court, dancing on the dribble outside right. Williams with a wraparound dribble. Works off the Shepherd screen. Williams fakes, looking. Bounce pass underneath to Collier. She has the layup. She's got 24, and Minnesota now leads by 10, and the Wings want time. 3:24 left in the third. Why are you laughing at me?
I thought she was doing like fakes. Is she going to do Steph Curry? No, not yet.
Nope. Didn't have to. She just had to wait for the defense to clear.
That's true, too.
She had to wait for the defense to clear and Napheesa Collier to dive down the lane, and Williams got it to her. So it's a 20-second timeout taken by Minnesota. 3:24 left in the third, or taken by Dallas, I beg your pardon. 3:24 left in the third, and the Lynx are up by 10. One of the changes this year to the WNBA season is in the finals. It's not a 5-game series anymore. It's a 7-game series.
It should have been that to begin with.
I agree. I agree with that. And the game is getting away from the Celtics. 5 minutes left in the half. Knicks 47, Celtics 27. The Knicks have outscored the Celtics 21-7 in the second quarter. As I said, we will go to that game and check on it as they are closing in on the first half here. We'll go to that game when this game completes. Napheesa Collier is the woman of the night for the Minnesota Lynx. She has 24 points. Courtney Williams is next with 14. Jessica Shepard next with 13. Arika Gumbawale leads the Wings with a dozen. And Paige Bueckers is next with 10, along with 6 rebounds. Wings have it in the front court to Bueckers, outside left. Bueckers works off the Alyssa Smith screen, comes up shooting out front, missing. Rebound taken down by Samuelson, ahead to Williams. Williams front court to the left. Williams works off the Shepherd screen. Williams on the drive. Pull-up jumper from the left. Got it. Man alive. Minnesota is on a roll. They've scored 8 in a row. No, correct that. They've scored 10 in a row. 70-58. Minnesota by a dozen and 2:48 left in the third.
What you call
on the left side is Bueckers. Bueckers steps in. 15-footer off the rim. No good. Rebound on the floor. And we get a foul. And that foul will be charged to Jessica Shepard. .241 left in the third. And Alyssa Smith a little slow to get up. Now our teammates have helped her to her feet. I just have to wonder something. Who started not wearing suits as far as coaches go? Free throw good for Napheesa Collier.
I'm not
as
sure.
A technical foul has been called against Alyssa Smith.
Ooh, you don't need that. You don't need that. Yeah, but I'm not sure.
The lead is up to 13. 71-58. Napheesa Collier, I've been saying her name wrong all night, has 25 points. And now Alyssa Smith will step to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Because I couldn't do it. If I'm in a coaching capacity, which I never hope to be, I'm wearing a suit. Smith's free throw. Nope.
It's always been drilled. It's been drilled inside you since high school. Because back when we used to play basketball, you knew who was on the basketball team because they were in suits.
Yeah, you knew the coaching staff.
Not just coach staff, the players too.
Mm-hmm. You came in ready for business.
Yeah.
Smith tries the second one. Good. 71-59. Minnesota is on a roll. They lead by 12 and 2:35 left in the third period. Out front, Williams. Williams on the drive. What a pass to Napheesa Collier for the layup. 27 for Napheesa Collier. 9 of 17 from the floor. 73-59. On the handoff is Segrist. 4-3. Splash. Needed that one. 73-62, 11-point lead. Williams on her way down the lane, stops right of the lane, hands to Collier. Collier lost the ball and a steal by Napheesa Smith. Smith on the fly, all the way in. Agumbawale lays it in. Lead back down to 9, 73-64. Agumbawale wants a foul, didn't get one called. So it leads us to a timeout with 1:57 left in the third quarter. It's Minnesota 73 and Dallas 64 on your home for the WNBA for the 2025 season, Snowman Sportsnet.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
You know what? The night that Kansas came back to upset UNC, I was in the hospital. 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I was laying in a hospital bed getting cancer cut out of me.
I remember that.
And I didn't see the game at all. Against full court pressure, they have it in play to Collier. Napheesa Collier on the move into the front court. 9-point Minnesota lead. They have the ball. 150 for the third. Williams to Peely. Back to Williams. Williams on the move to the right off to Collier's screen. Williams dancing on the dribble with a left hand. 10 to shoot. Williams lost the dribble. Able to get it back. Here comes Williams on the drive. Stops. Fakes. Out front to Peely. Back left side Collier. A 3 on the way. You know it. And just like that, the lead is back up to 12 with 98 seconds left in the third. Agumbawale on the drive, left baseline. Comes up shooting. In and out. Ball on the floor, taken down by Samuelson. Williams brings it across. Off the Collier screen, Williams stops, back to Collier. Collier on the drive in from the right all the way to the hoop and lays it in. This is too easy. And just like that, the Lynx are back up by 14 with a minute to go in the third. 32 points for Collier. I said that right. Here's Napheesa Smith. Lays it in off the glass, lead down to 12, 50 seconds left of the third. And 20 on the shot clock. So each team should get a chance at a 2-for-1 unless an offensive rebound happens. Here's Carlton on the drive to the baseline, reverse layup. Nope, rebound Peely. And there's your offensive rebound right there. They still can get a 2-for-1. On the left side is Carlton. Carlton back to Williams. A 3 from the left wing. Yeah. 81-66. The Lynx are up by 15 and 20 seconds for the third. Two difference, shot clock to game clock. Over the top to the left is Agumbawale. 10 in the quarter. 5 to shoot. On the move is Segrist. A fadeaway shot in the lane is an air ball. Rebound underneath and a 24-second violation. .3 left in the third, and Minnesota finds themselves up by 15. And Peely will pull the trigger from three-quarter court. Foul line extended left. Where did I learn foul line extended left? Jim Durham. They run ahead. A pitch to the corner, a 3 on the way. Nope, and that's the quarter. Samuelson took that last 3. Done with 3, and Minnesota has opened it up. They lead 81-66, outscoring the Dallas Wings 35-20 in the third quarter. We'll take a full timeout. We'll come back for the money period presented by BetUS.com. We're back in 2 minutes.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to BETUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps,
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Time now for a quick scoreboard update. It's brought to you by SeatGeek, where fans can fan, man. I just had it. Here it is. They're in the top of this. Go to Major League Baseball first. Top of the sixth in Baltimore. The Battle of the Beltway. Nationals and Orioles are tied at 2. Bottom of the seventh in Skydome. Detroit leads Toronto 4-2. They're done with 6 in Kansas City. In the battle for Missouri, St. Louis 3, Kansas City 2. Toronto and Florida have gone to the second period. They are scoreless as Florida looks to close that series out. The Rangers lead the Astros 2-0. They're in the top of the fourth down in Texas. And in case you missed it, 2 nights ago, Edmonton shut out Vegas 1-0. They are on to the Western Conference final.
Uh-oh.
And that 3 is no good, but we get a whistle as we start the fourth quarter, and I don't think I'll even have to go to the Knicks game because it's 58-32 New York.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
No.
Yeah, I know.
The last thing I need is the Knicks winning a title. I love the Knicks, don't get me wrong, but
they won't. Peely has the rebound for Minnesota. Out to Samuelson on the drive, right baseline. Hook pass underneath to Collier. Works her way in. Back out to Peely. 6 to shoot. Peely on the drive. In from the right. Goes up. Jump ball.
How do we say it when we're on doing our picks? Hell
no. Hell no. How did you put it to me? Absolutely. Peely and Charles will go up for the jump ball. It comes to Dallas. Right down the lane goes to Gumbawale. She shoots it in, but they're going to wipe out the basket. Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow. And the call was an offensive foul. The call was an offensive foul. And she ran into Samuelson. I want to say Samuelson sold it a little bit, but if you get the call, you get the call. They go over the top end of the call. Your ball tipped away and stolen by Harris. Harris in the front court finds Segrets on the drive right baseline. Spins, Fakes, fadeaway shot, right baseline, no good. Rebound follow, good by Agumbawale. 81-68. Or correction, that was Hines Allen who made that layup. 81-68, 8:35 for the money period. And when you know it, I've gotten to the money period. I'll explain that at the end of the game. Here's a three by Heidemann. That's no good. Rebound taken down by Hines Allen. Ahead to Agumbawale. Over the top pass into Segrist. She goes up, scores. It's an 11-point game. And the Lynx want time. There's plenty of time for Dallas to come back and get this one. Can Minnesota hold on is the question. As Agumbawale still is pleading her case for a foul. But not going to get it. But not going to get it.
Don't spend too much time because they could get you for a tech if you keep arguing for one.
And they've already issued one technical foul tonight. Let's take a break. 8:18 for the money period. 81 for the Lynx. 70 for the Wings. Back after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jayson, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! No?
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Have you ever popped you ever just like tilted your neck to either side and all of a sudden you hear crack, 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 crack?
Yep.
My ass is old. Oh, Lord. 81-70 is our score. They've gone to halftime in the Garden. And I don't want to say the score out loud. It's bad.
It's really bad.
Finds Diamond Miller. Miller right down the lane with a lefty layup. It's good. And the lead's back to 13 with 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left in the money period. They go over the top to Bueckers. Bueckers has it outside right. Bueckers works off the Alyssa Smith screen, pitches it left corner. Segrist lifts up a three, missed it. Rebound on the floor. Segrist comes down with it, and Segrist lost the ball. You know who I'd love to do an interview with?
Who's that?
Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman.
That'd be nice.
I'd love to do that interview. Here's a steal. They run ahead for Bueckers, but it's picked off by Heidemann. Heidemann with a bounce pass to Shepard. Shepard swings it left corner. All the way to the hoop goes Diamond Miller. Missed the layup. Bueckers the rebound. Outlet pass ahead to Hines. Hines on the fly. Steps in. Shoots it up. Nope. Foul called.
And I heard the foul is at the local pub cussing up a storm while the Don's trying to calm him down.
Say again.
I said, and I heard that the fathers of the local pub cursing up a storm while the Don's trying to calm him down.
There's no comment. I will just say this. Kayla Charles will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. It's a 27-point Knick lead at the half. That's all I will say. That's all I will say. Charles to the free throw line. The first attempt on the way, no good. Got to make your free throws, especially if you want to get back in the game. 13-point lead, 83-70. The second one, good. 83-71. It's a 12-point game, and now Dallas will turn the defensive pressure on as they have it in play to Collier. We will also award our Jody Snow's Pampered Chef Party Player of the Game at the end of the game tonight. On the right side, Samuelson. Samuelson holds the looks with a wraparound dribble, 10 to shoot. Out front it comes to Shepard. Shepard with a fake, works it right of the lane, fakes, gets in the lane, lean in, goes back up, scores.
I like that.
85-71. Lynette Woodard is my dream women's sports interview. Hey, I'll take Lynette Woodard also. I would love to do an interview with both Lynette Woodard and Nancy Lieberman. Bueckers has it on the right baseline, goes up, foul called. Bueckers shoots 2. Heidemann picks up the foul. You know, a fun interview I would love to do, but I know I'll never get the chance. Caitlin Clark.
That'd be nice. Never say never, dude. You might get a chance. You never know.
I'd love for it to happen. Here's a steal. On the move, it's Shepard. Flying in. Lefty layup. Nope. Foul called. Shepard shoots 2. I just think she'll be such a fun interview. She's so humble. I know she'd be great to talk to. Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame for the women, Sue Bird, Sylvia Fowles, and Maya Moore. All deserving. All deserving. And I love watching Sue Bird. Free throw no good for Shepard. And right now, Shepard. Never mind. Shepard sitting on 15 points and 5 rebounds. The second attempt on the way. Rebound taken down by Segrist. Ahead to DJ Carrington. Carrington with a stutter strut dribble in the front court. Walks down the lane. Ball tipped out of bounds. It belongs to Minnesota. And another turnover. Here's an update for y'all. Remember when I said the Washington Mystics were down by 12 once upon a time? They now lead by 7.
I don't know why, but they've gotten so careless with the basketball.
Here's a 3 by Heidemann. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound snatched down by Harris. Ahead to Bueckers. And they have gotten very careless in the second half. Bueckers 3 off the back of the rim. There's another problem. They're settling for jump shots. They're not getting the calls when they drive down the lane, so they're settling for long jumpers. And that ball tipped out of bounds. It'll belong to Dallas. We have 5:55 remaining in the ball game. And it's all Minnesota, thanks to a 35-point third quarter. Harris has it front court to the left, guarded by Heidemann. Harris, a standing dribble, now works off the Nalissa Smith screen. Right down the lane she comes, lost the ball. Carrington rescues it. Carrington lost the ball in the lane, and it comes out to Miller. Diamond Miller on the move in the front court. Miller on the drive, pitch out right side, a 3 for Shepard. Yep. Bridget Carlton makes a 3. And Minnesota has the biggest lead at 17, 88-71. And that'll take us to a timeout. 5:24 left in the money period. 88-71, Minnesota. Back after this timeout.
Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
There are so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
I'm gonna take a guess at who Victor's ultimate interview would be, and yet he wouldn't be able to get a word in edgewise.
And that is
The Undertaker.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How do I know that? Because I sure as hell wouldn't be able to get a word in edgewise.
Nope. Nope.
I would just be looking up at him.
I would just be like, do you have any idea how many sleepless nights I had watching you?
You know another fun interview I know I'd have?
What's that?
The GOAT himself.
Yeah, I was gonna say you and Michael would have been amazing. Would have been an amazing conversation. Only that you wouldn't have said anything.
I had a conversation with Michael Jordan. It was one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
He said, nice job. He shook my hand. I melted away like a pound of butter.
Right.
88-71 Minnesota, 5:15 remaining in the money period. Agumbawale lifts a jumper, missed it. Rebound taken down by Carlton. Courtney Williams in the front court, works off the Shepherd screen and comes up shooting. Yep. They've gone to almost to the end of the second period in Florida, and they're still scoreless. I think that'll be a game to poke in on. Carrington's fadeaway shot is good from right of the key. Courtney Williams now has 21. DJ Carrington brings him to within 90-73, but it's just about over here except for the shouting. Williams with a bounce pass to Collier. Carlton now to Shepherd. Shepherd has it to Miller. Over the top pass into Collier. Collier backs in. Fadeaway shot on Segrist. Oh, stop it. Stop it. 34 for Collier.
Collier is going off tonight.
Completely off. Now Alyssa Smith has it out front. Now to Segrist. Segrist works away in the lane, spins, comes back outside to Agumbawale. Agumbawale lifts the shot. Nope, foul called, and Agumbawale shoots a pair.
You tell she was like, this is my show. I'm sorry, Paige, but this is my show.
She had 18 points in the third quarter. Napheesa Collier is our inaugural Jody's Pampered Chef Party player of the game. 18 in the third quarter, 34 for the contest tonight.
She's going to walk in and hit you in the back of the head.
No, she won't.
Kind of like what happens whenever the dog brings up Miss Genevieve.
Well, Genevieve ain't going to hit me in the back of the head either.
Well, no. Like whenever the dog brings her up.
I know. Well, I know Genevieve's going to hit me in the back of the head, especially when I unleash all the cartoon voices.
Right.
My dream interview would be the 2015 Royals or the best basketball coach of all time on the college basketball level, Dr. Bill Self. You know what, Blake? I disagree. Dr. Bill Self is not the greatest college basketball coach of all time, only because I'm old. I have two others before him, John Thompson and Dean Smith. Hell, I'll throw another one. Raleigh Massimino.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I would love to have interviewed as a college basketball coach, and I know I'm dating myself and I'm showing my age. Jim Valvano.
Yeah.
Jim Valvano would have been a hell of an interview. I know an interview I would love to have executed. Speaking of Jims, you know the last name.
Jim Durham, of course.
Jim Durham.
Mr. Durham.
I think Jim would have me cracking up laughing. I would try to ask a question because I knew he had so many adventures from his 18 years with the Bulls.
You already know
and then
one of
the years he had with the Mavericks and then with ESPN.
You already know what one of my dream interviews would be.
Lawrence Holmes.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
As you often tell me, you never say never. Because I might have just put in a word.
Uh-oh.
We got a review that's going on here as they try to determine if Agumbawale got fouled. That's what they're looking at. You know who I did meet though? In terms of college coaches, Tom Izzo from Michigan State. I met the great Tom Izzo, the legendary Tom Izzo. In fact, I've done an interview with him a couple times.
Oh, it's going to be a great interview. I still remember the interview you had with DDP.
You know what, man? That was only supposed to be 15 minutes. We were only supposed to do that was 2015 when I did that interview, and I'm gonna try to find it too and post it. I was supposed to only interview him for 15 minutes. We went on for an hour.
Mm-hmm. And if there's ever been a saint in wrestling, it's definitely Diamond Dallas Page.
It is. It is. I agree with that.
But everything,
I totally agree with that.
Everybody involved. I mean, we talk about what happened with, everything with Jake the Snake Roberts, with Lex Luger, the fact that DDP helped Lex Luger be able to walk across the stage to get his Hall of Fame ring.
To get his Hall of Fame ring. Indiana Fever tomorrow will host the Chicago Sky. Yours truly will have the call beginning at 3 p.m. for a tip. It actually was not a foul. It was a jump ball as Agumbawale goes up. Now she's fouled, and she'll shoot two. I know I'm tired when I'm separating through paperwork here. I know I'm tired. Agumbawale will shoot two. 4:01 left in the ball game. It's all Minnesota, 92-73. Well, my first game could possibly be a 100-point game. Free throw good for Agumbawale. Agumbawale, 15 points, now 16 with that free throw. Now they have it in play to Collier. Minnesota breaks the pressure. 3:58 remaining in the money period. Williams dancing on the dribble, guarded by DJ Carrington. Looked for the steal, didn't get it. Now Carlton has it, directing traffic. Bounce pass to Shepard out front, 10 on the clock. Williams has it off to the right. Williams over the top into Collier. Collier, pitch out right corner. A three for Carlton. Rebound Shepard. They got another try. Shepard picks up the dribble. They have 10 to shoot. Williams has it on the right baseline with a fake. She fires. Stop it. Stop it. And running around like she just does not care. But I love that carefree attitude, though. 3:18 left. DJ Carrington spins down the lane, shoots it up no good. Carlton had the rebound. It's tipped to Shepard. And this ball game is over. 3:08 left. 94-75 Minnesota. Williams has it out front. Hot Rod Williams works off the Collier screen. Collier has it back to the right. 8 to shoot. Collier with a fake. Back to Williams. Williams off the Collier screen. 20 vert ahead of the key. You know it. Courtney Williams puts Minnesota up by 21. And on the night, with 2:51 remaining, Courtney Williams has 25 points. Damn. Just plain damn.
Yeah.
These two are going to be a dynamite duo.
Yes.
I mean that. These two are going to be absolutely dynamite, especially after seeing them up close. Let's pause for this timeout.
Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us.
We're back to business. 96-75 Minnesota, 2:40 left. Out front to Charles for three. Got it. 96-78, 2.5 minutes left. Heidemann, shy of the timeline, comes across into the front court, now finds Peely. Starters are out for both teams, and now a steal by Charles. Kayla Charles flying in with a right-hand layup, good. 96-80, as we approach 2 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Wow, this quarter was fast.
This whole game was fast. What are you talking about?
Fast.
This whole game was fast. That layup is good. It's now 98-80. And I'm on the verge of my first 100-point game.
Folks, if y'all want high-octane, fast-paced basketball, look no further than WNBA on Snowman Multimedia.
I appreciate that, my friend. On the right side, driving in, and a foul called as Diamond Miller will shoot two. Tierra. Oh, I made a mistake. Diamond Miller heads to the free throw line. 98-80. Free throw no good. $143 left in the ball game. I'm going to see if I can get to oh, look what I found. Second free throw good. 99-80 in favor of the Minnesota Lynx. I think we're going to do some hockey to wrap this up tonight. Step down the lane is Charles. She shoots the free throw, no good. Trying to save it in play, can't. Ball belongs to Minnesota with 1:31 left. I found what I needed. And I was looking for was a spot chart. Guess what I just found? Minnesota has it in the front court as Miller works her way down the lane and threw it away. Bueckers gets the rest of the night off. 3 for 10 from the field. She finishes with 10 points and 7 assists on the evening. And the big crowd that was in Paige Bueckers, Minnesota. Yes, that's an actual city, folks. Still hanging around. That shot is good by J.J. Quinterly, making it 99-82 as we're down to the Bet US final minute. Heidemann has it off to the left. Heidemann backs up on the dribble. Out front, Peely, a straight on three. Missed it badly. Rebound chased down by Dallas, and here comes Charles. KC in the front court. A right corner three by Hayes is no good. And the rebound chased down by Minnesota with 30 seconds left. So the Minnesota Lynx will get their first victory of the season as they turn it over, and the layup is good for Charles. And the Lynx will spend the timeout. Kayla Charles makes the layup, making it 99-84 with 20.9 remaining in the ball game. And a quick timeout for some substitutions as Heidemann will come out. And we actually do have a timeout. So we're going to take a quick timeout.
Okay.
We'll keep you updated on the Knicks, and then we're going to find our way to Florida. See if the Panthers can close out the Maple Leafs as this stream continues after this.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get, babe?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the...
All right, we got a final. Minnesota 99 and the Wings 84. So Lynx are now 1-0 on the year. The Wings has dropped to
so close.
0-1.
I was hoping they would have got that last point.
I was hoping so too. Update in Washington as the Mystics lead Atlanta 90-87 with 62 seconds remaining.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's take a look around the sports world and see what else is going on. Because the last report we gave you from Florida, it is scoreless, and they have just gone to intermission in the second period.
What a mercy.
Florida trying to close out this second round series against Toronto, and again, put the Toronto Maple Leafs out of their misery.
Oh, there's one other thing I gotta say about the NFL schedule.
Go on, man.
Whoever,
while I try to find the feed for this, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Whoever is in charge of whatever the heck's going on for Prime, I'd sue. I'd absolutely sue. Prime has had some of the worst games.
Oh, we know that.
And this season is no different.
All right.
I saw some of the games for Prime.
Rank them from the worst to the very worst to the God, no.
Okay, let me just pull out a couple.
Okay.
All right, let's start all the way from the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple that are like just yeesh.
Oh no. Not the yeesh.
Yes, the yeesh.
In case y'all are interested, the Knicks are running away. It's 80-43 in the third period.
Like Green Bay and Washington is not too bad for week 2.
I'm looking forward to that one.
That'll be a good game.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Week 3, Miami and Buffalo.
Huh?
You're going to see a pattern of this. They'll have a good game. They'll have 2 crap games right after it. Miami versus Buffalo. You already know who's going to win that game.
Buffalo's going to kill him.
Josh Allen's going to clown the Miami Dolphins. I'm sorry, Pizzle, but it's true.
Pizzle knows that.
They have a game that I know you have no interest in watching. Seattle taking on Arizona.
Oh, hell no. Wait. Hold that thought. Repeat that game to me again. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I changed sets and I didn't.
Oh, that's okay.
What? Repeat that game to me again.
The Seattle Seahawks going to Arizona to take on Call of Duty Murray and the Cardinals.
Man, where's this thing at?
Go ahead, break it.
Where's this thing at? Glass. Hell no. Hell no to the no.
No.
You cannot make me try. No.
Now,
no.
I will say you will watch the next game on Prime.
And that is
San Fran taking on the Rams.
Oh, we're going to kill the Rams. I'll do that one. Because it's on the schedule. I think that's week 5. I want to say this week 5.
That's week 5.
It's week 5.
All right. Week 6.
You know, that game's gonna be fun. Because it's the Niners trying to regain their throne and the Rams, the defending NFC West champions. I'm gonna enjoy that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to enjoy that. That's gonna be like a 30-point game. 30 to 28 or something like that.
Then someone decided the public execution was in order, so they decided to put the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Giants.
Why'd they do that?
I don't know.
Why did they do that? What
then,
the actual? You know my next word.
I would only watch this game to laugh at it. But other than that, I'm not interested. Week 7, the Cincinnati Bengals hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's about 80,000 pounds of bullshit.
Then week 8, Minnesota taking on the San Diego Superchargers.
Justin Herbert needs to light their ass up.
I might look at that game.
Might being the operative word.
Here's another public execution. The Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins in Miami.
So they put both Miami Buffalo games on Prime.
No, this is Baltimore.
Oh, okay. It's Baltimore and Miami.
This is the Ravens. I don't know if Baltimore on there, but this one is definitely on there.
And that's in Miami? That's in Florida?
In Miami. And then here's one. Blake,
oh, no.
I know you're not going to like this, and I know Jory won't either. The Raiders and the Broncos. No.
Oh, no, that's worse.
On Prime.
So what are the Raiders going to do now without a quarterback?
I have no idea.
What in the blue hell?
This game, I am sorry to both individuals who are fans of the game, but there is no shot anyone is. This is going to have negative viewership. Week 11, the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. I'm suing.
What in the all types of blue hell?
I'm suing. If I'm anyone from Amazon, I'm suing the
Week
NFL.
11.
Yep.
Week 11.
Yep.
The Jets and the Patriots.
Yep. Colts are on a bye.
Wait. The Jets and the Patriots week 11. That is what you told me.
Yes. The Jets and the Patriots.
That's like one of those drinks at Starbucks that someone wants me to try.
That's been out for too long. Nope.
Yep. And Blake, thank you for this answer.
The same week that we're on Monday night to take on the Raiders, the same week that Snowman's Niners are going to be taking on the Cards, and he'll have to do that game and only that game
Oh, that's the only one I'm gonna do
because the Colts are on a bye.
Yes. So
The
I get to
same
sleep
week
in before we go kick the Cards' asses.
is the Jets and the Patriots. Then you have a game that honestly, I'm kind of interested in. Buffalo and Houston.
You know what? That's a wild card matchup.
I actually like this game. Josh
That's a
Allen,
wild card
CJ
matchup.
Stroud, Cooks versus Mixon.
Mhm.
I'll take that one.
Sign me
will
up.
take that one.
Sign me up for that one.
Meanwhile, you have the Steelers taking on the Bears. I'm maintaining this. I'll be watching a lot of Week 12 because Bears and Steelers. I am voting for total anarchy. I want Caleb Williams to get 3 passing touchdowns and 275 yards.
I'm not saying a word.
I want him to get 275 yards. No, I want him to get 325, not 350, not 350, 225. 225, 3 touchdowns.
I'll allow 325. Listen, I'll allow 325. And I'm totally kidding as I say my next statement. I'll allow 325. But I want them to play 3 quarters. Nobody scores.
Nobody scores. It's down to the last.
And they call off the 4th period due to ineptitude.
No. So you basically what you want is a Broncos versus Colts from 2022.
I didn't even want that. I'm glad I didn't announce that game. I'm glad Al Michaels did it for me. But listen, if that game actually completed, all right? That game was actually completed.
This is out. Okay, so we have for the Thanksgiving game, right?
Oh God.
Fox, CBS, and NBC you got Green Bay and Detroit. I'm looking at that.
Oh yeah,
because
that's a playoff matchup.
That's an NFC North. That's probably going to be the NFC North title.
You just read my mind. That's going to be division title decider.
Then you have Chiefs and Cowboys.
No. Oh no,
that's going to hurt. Then you have Baltimore and Cincinnati.
That'll hurt even more.
That's a game I'm actually looking forward to because you could have a shootout between Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow.
You absolutely could. You're right. You're absolutely.
And then you add like a little Derrick Henry in the mix. That might be interesting.
Okay, Lamar gets 400. Burrow gets 400, and Derrick Henry gets your required 350.
Yep. And it probably will come down to a last possession touchdown.
All told, 1,000 yards of offense.
Mm-hmm. But then we get to the Black Friday game.
Bears Eagles.
The Bears and the Eagles. Another public.
You wonder why it's and you wonder why it's called Black Friday.
And it's on Prime. So 3 pretty good games.
I already told my wife we ain't watching football on Black Friday.
I bet you won't.
She agreed. She agreed.
This BS for the next Prime game.
Oh no.
Dallas and Detroit.
And that's in Detroit, right?
That's in Detroit. Why on earth are we? I don't mind us bringing on Prime, but why against Detroit, man?
Do you remember what happened to the Cowboys last year when they played Detroit?
Yes.
Which is why you're expressing yourself the way that you are.
I've been needing sleep therapy for it because I can't go to sleep thinking about this game.
He said sleep therapy, y'all. He said sleep therapy.
Here's another good game. This is what I mean by that. You get like 2 really crap games, and then you get 1 good game. Here's a game that I'm looking forward to in terms of Prime. Week 15, Falcons, Bucks. To me, another possible division
title game.
Mm-hmm.
Division title game.
And then at noon, the Browns and the Bears. If there was ever a game, yes.
When? What week?
That is week 15. It's a
Week 15.
coffee.
Hold up. Let me
Looking for
describe
you.
week 15. With that matchup right there, let me describe week 15.
Mm-hmm.
You said the Browns and the Bears.
Yes.
Right?
Browns, Bears in Soldier Field. I found.
That will be one of the few Sundays I will not consume any caffeine.
I'm going to say this. So, if there was ever a game to be an absolute scoreless tie, it is this one. The Browns and the Bears.
Well, I told you what they can do. They could play 3 periods of scoreless ball and then just cancel the rest of the game for ineptitude.
Just flex it. Flex it.
Don't even flex it. Just say we're canceling the fourth quarter because both of y'all suck.
And then week 16 for Prime, Rams and Seahawks.
Once upon a time, those two played for the division title, and it was flexed to Sunday night, and the division champion, which wound up being Seattle, was 7-9. 7-9.
Oh, and Miss McCoffey, we did have a request of possibly doing Jets and Cowboys. If you do it, I'll do it. Then you got Philly and Washington on Saturday alongside Green Bay and the Bears. Packers are going to put belt to ass because they are probably still mad at the fact that they lost the ender of their season to the Bears on a field goal.
The Chicago Bears. To the Chicago Bears.
Although I absolutely love my call.
I do too.
Here's where it gets crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So we get to Christmas, right? Now, there are 3 games on Christmas.
Yes.
2 are for Netflix. 1 is for Prime. I'm gonna see if you can. I'm gonna give you the matchups, and I'm gonna see if you can pick the one that's on Prime.
Okay.
Okay. Dallas versus Washington at Washington.
Netflix.
The Lions and the Vikings. And then the Broncos at the Chiefs. Which one is on Prime?
You're going to make me do this, aren't you?
Yep. Which one's on Prime?
Give me the matchups again.
Cowboys and Redskins, which you already put as Netflix. Detroit at Minnesota. And then you have the Broncos and the Chiefs.
Then you have the Broncos and the Chiefs. And one of these is on Prime?
One of them is on Prime. Mm-hmm.
One of them is on Prime.
Yep.
The Broncos and the I don't know, man. Okay.
Take a guess. You got one correct already.
Cowboys and Redskins.
Cowboys and Redskins is on Netflix.
They're on Netflix.
Which makes sense.
Cowboys and Redskins are on Netflix.
Yes, which makes sense.
Which means that, okay, give me the last one again.
Chiefs and Broncos.
There's your Prime game.
And you're correct.
There's your Prime game. There's your
some reason
Amazon Prime game.
You had 3 games and you got the Chiefs and the damn Broncos on Prime.
On Prime.
I say honestly, it's a good.
What are y'all thinking?
You know what they were thinking is once again, Mr. Kang opened his big ass mouth talking about that Christmas Day is the NBA's day. And they said, "Oh yeah, watch this." You have
this moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG. Real LJP now approve all this.
I still hate you for that commercial.
And the thing is that if you think about it, right, it makes total sense for Netflix because Netflix takes not only 2 divisional rival games, but also you take one that could be a possible divisional round. Well, actually, it could be one of the 3 divisional round clinchers because you can't really count them Vikings out.
No, you really can't.
So it's definitely going to be Detroit.
But you can't.
It'll definitely be Detroit, and it just depends on if Green Bay or Minnesota is tagging along. Mm-hmm.
Takes care of business.
You have basically the oldest rivalry game in the Cowboys and the Redskins. So you have that. Of course, you're going to put that on Netflix.
The Leafs just scored.
Oh my God!
It is 1-0 Toronto. Matthews gets the goal. 3rd period.
Wow.
Austin Matthews with his 3rd goal this postseason, and it comes at 6:20 of period 3.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
It makes me wonder if this goal will stand up.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder if this goal will stand. I just wonder if that'll be enough.
I don't know.
I'm just thinking that may be enough for it to stand up.
We've seen situations where you think it is, and then oops.
Yeah. Too many freaking times. Believe it or not, that's Austin Matthews' first goal in the 2nd round ever. Wow.
That is crazy.
It is crazy. Oh, you son of a...
What?
Try to... Grrr.
Growl.
Grrr. Oh, you son of a bleep.
At least it's not an Angelique growl.
I know. You've heard me growl before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why you dirty?
Blankety blank, 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 blank.
Why you dirty?
That's what I said. That's what I said when I saw the BS that is this schedule.
Yeah, no. Oh, guess what? Brock Purdy got paid today.
About time.
5 years, $265.
Oh, they.
Oh, you son of a. Oh, they're locking him in. They locked him in.
Oh, they lock him in, and they're going to put a squad around him.
Oh yeah! Oh hell
5 years. They put
5 years,
whole squad around him.
Well, it looks like we're getting the Knicks. Yeah, AB.
Well,
meanwhile, it's a good old fashioned belt to ass by the Knicks on the Celtics. Yes, it is. And the second quarter started it. I'm glad I made the decision not to cover that game after the women's game got done.
Mm-hmm.
Game 7. Should the Leafs and Panthers go to Game 7, it'll be Sunday. It will indeed be Sunday. All right, I can kill that.
How does that happen? The
What,
East
the
has
schedule?
been weird.
The East has been weak.
I mean, it's like
92-57 at the end of 3.
The East has been weird because teams that were supposed to run away
haven't been able to.
No. Everyone thought that Cleveland was going to be able to just kind of run away with it. And then the Pacers said,
Except me. I knew the Cavs were frauds. I simply knew it. I knew the Cleveland Cadavers were frauds. So Charles Barkley, shut up. Why are we talking about Oklahoma City and Cleveland? Because Cleveland's a bunch of frauds. That's why.
So do you think they're just products of a weak season? of a week schedule.
You play the teams that's in front of you, okay? So you got to somewhat eliminate the weak schedule excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But Cleveland got all right, I'll say it honestly. Cleveland got too full of themselves.
Yeah.
Have the Oilers won a Stanley Cup since the great one left? Yes, 1990. Because Gretzky left the Oilers in 88. 2 years later, the Oilers beat the hell out of the Boston Bruins. Sorry, Shane. And won the Stanley Cup. And Mark Messier was your Conn Smythe Trophy winner.
Holy crap. The storing has finally started in San Antonio between the Showboats and the Browns. It's now 20-14.
Oh, what do you know? Oh,
it's
Bill Ranford who won it's the goalie who won the Conn Smythe Trophy and not Mark Messier. Bill Ranford won the Conn Smythe Trophy. Thank you, Ryan. But I do know they did win a cup without Gretzky. And I remember the year 1990. On the odd rush, they skate in. There's a shot missed as the Panthers look for the equalizer. Ooh. I'm doing the Western Conference Final. The Stars are playing Game 6 tomorrow against the Winnipeg Jets. Yep, tomorrow, 8 p.m., Stars and Jets. Stars lead that series 3-2. Should this game go to Game 7, it will be Sunday. And should the Stars go to Game 7 in Manitoba, it will be Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Now, you said something at halftime about the schedulers were trolling the Cowboys yet again this year.
Yes.
Panthers were on the power play. They're 0 for 3 with a shot on goal tonight. Go on, sir.
I'm not backing down from that. That's a total troll job.
Which part?
All of it. Because basically you're giving us a couple of cake games, but then you sandwich it in between the messiest parts of the season. Because you got us, you have us on Thanksgiving, which, let's be honest, we usually do pretty well on Thanksgiving. But you guys on Thanksgiving, and you want us to face the Eagles, the Chiefs on Thanksgiving, and then you want to get the line? No, that's ridiculous. And I was saying we're not coming that game. We have to attend that game.
You have to.
It's Thanksgiving. We got no choice.
None whatsoever.
So yes, I'm mad.
You mad?
Mad.
You're mad.
Yep. Very much so. Very much so.
Because you got to see Philadelphia to open the season.
Philadelphia to open the season.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to see them right before Thanksgiving. And then we take on Detroit.
Detroit.
Did you not see what happened last time?
Oh, yeah, I was there for it. Loved every minute of it, but I was there for it.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you and everyone else who hates the Cowboys. I want to say I don't know why, but I kind of do.
Whatever do you mean, sir?
Shut up. Don't you even try that with me.
What'd I say?
Shut up.
What?
You know exactly what I mean by that. Okay, finally I can get on this thing.
What, you know good. What, sir?
You know good hell what I mean by I'm sure you enjoyed every minute of my misery. When it came to that, what do you mean, what misery? See, you're laughing, so you know what I'm talking about.
Excuse me?
You know what I'm talking about. Don't play dumb. How do our mother say it? Don't act brand new.
Yes. Jody would just have to flash me a look.
Right.
You've seen Jody. You know Jody. Jody would just have to flash me a look.
Just give like a really?
Exactly.
Don't act brand new. You're like, yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't even say yes, ma'am. I would just hang my head, and it wouldn't be in shame though.
You'd be laughing too much for it to be in shame.
I would be. I'd be cracking up laughing. In shame?
No, not in shame. Just be laughing. Like
I'd just be laughing my head off. I would just be laughing my head off.
We already know. We already know. We already know. Okay, I think I found the game. Finally. No, this is 14.
Okay.
This is 514, not 516. So this game's already passed. I cannot get the now games. I either get the games that are upcoming or the games that have already happened.
Mm-hmm.
Which annoys the crap out of me.
8:55 left in the third. Still 1-0 Toronto as they look to stay alive and force a game 7. Offside. No offside. Beg your pardon. Panthers have it. Red tops, blue bottoms, and they'll wait. For some help behind.
Game 7.
Oh, God. I would have to play that, too.
And to Blake, NFC, UFC, KFC, Canes and 5. I'm sorry. That's now
NFC, KFC, UFC, Game 7.
Game 7.
All right, they're at a break right now. It's still 1-0 Toronto. They are in the third period with 7:34 remaining in said period.
Oh, but they're gonna be some dog games.
Oh yeah, they are
this season. Oh, good.
You know
Lord.
who taught me that term? Mike Greenberg.
Mike Greenberg. Okay.
I heard him say it on Mike and Mike in the morning one day, and it stuck with me.
Some dog games.
Dog, not dog. Dog games.
Dog.
There's some dog games, and then you got Thanksgiving. Some dog games.
Okay. I'm going to look at the Bears schedule.
Don't do that.
Here we go.
Okay.
Week 1, Minnesota.
Which means Paul Allen's going to have a field day.
That's a beatdown for the Vikings.
Here's Tavares skating in. A shot saved by Bobrovsky.
Next, the Detroit Lions. Whoever trolled
55-6.
Yep, whoever trolled the Cowboys is also trolling the Bears. Then it's us.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go to Vegas, take on the Raiders.
The Raiders.
Then they get a bye on week 5. Week 6, they take on the Washington Redskins, where they get another Hail Mary again.
I don't think it'll come down. I don't think it'll come down to a Hail Mary. I don't think. Anton Lindell will take the face off against Matthews. Here we go. Leafs win the draw. Have it out front. Shot coming on the way. That's blocked and taken behind the net by Jones. Seth Jones into the Leafs zone. Now they have it in the neutral zone. 7 minutes remaining in the third period. Leafs fire it back in. I gotta get sharper at this. Well, when I start the West Finals, I'll get sharper at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get sharper at it. Continue with the Bears schedule, sir.
Then you take on Nolans. And I think New Orleans is going to win that game.
New Orleans is going to blow the Bears out.
Then they take on the Ravens, and we already know what's about to happen there.
Derrick Henry gets 600 in 2 quarters.
Then they go to Cincinnati and take on Burrow and the Bengals.
And the Bengals get 600 in 2 quarters.
Then week 10, they take on the Giants. This might be the only game where I think the
Jackson
Bears have
Dart's
a comfortable win.
Jackson Dart's first win.
You know what? I agree. Then they take on
Jackson Dart will rip them apart
for at least 450.
450. 300 in the first half, and then 2 in the second half.
Yep. And then they take on the Vikings. They complete their sweep of getting swept by the Vikings. Then they take on the Steelers. I so want the Bears to win.
Is that in the Berg?
Is
that in Pittsburgh?
No. That's a Soldier. That's a Soldier Field.
Okay. Here's what week is that?
12.
Okay, week 12. Okay, here's what happened with the Bears and Steelers in week 12. 6:05 for the third. Toronto still leads Florida 1-0. And the Panthers have it, and they force it out, and the Leafs force it out of the zone. All right. Here's what will happen with the Steelers and Bears at Soldier Field, right? Every touchdown scored will be called back by a penalty. Pacioretty in from the right, shoots, scores! And it's now 2-0 Leafs.
Oh! Leafs get the
Pacioretty with the second goal of the game, and it comes at 14-17 of period 3.
No, Mr. McCarthy.
What did he say?
Bears and Giants tie. No.
I got one even better. Bears and Giants scoreless tie.
No. Jackson Dart gets his first win
by throwing for 400.
You know that'll probably hurt us, but still, I want to see it happen. Then Green Bay. Then after the Steelers, you have Philadelphia.
Oh God, that's Black Friday, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Here's what'll happen in that. Here's what'll happen in that game.
Oh no.
Jalen Hurts with the first play runs for a touchdown. 70 yards.
70 yards.
Bears go 3 and out. Kick the ball back to the Eagles. And then Jalen Hurts turns and hands it to Saquon Barkley and goes, Saquon, hold this. And Saquon takes off.
Saquon goes for 80.
They're going nuts in Maple Leaf Square. 2-0 leads. 5:25 left in the money period.
The Panthers have a Herculean effort that they need to pull out if they're going to try to win this game.
I've seen it before. I've seen it before.
Blake
so
Jordan is shaking his boots right now.
You better believe he is.
Droid is seething. That's what he's doing.
Droid is yelling, seething, and cussing all at the same time.
Under that majestic mane of hair, there is steam coming out from under Droid's hat.
Oh yeah. Out from under the shirt. So the Knicks and the Pacers will play in the Eastern Conference Final, and I have the Pacers winning in 6 games.
Oh boy. Oh man.
No, fuck that. I got the Pacers winning in 5 games.
Pacers in 5.
Pacers in 5.
Then the Bears take on Green Bay, and that's going to end up being a loss. And here's the crazy thing. The Bears played the Green Packers within 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yep.
They play them at Green Bay, then they play the Browns, then they host them again. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's almost like they didn't even take time. And then week 17.
Santa Clara. On Sunday Night Football.
On Sunday night. I mean,
Brock just got a new contract too.
$655.
Nah, 7. 7.
Call now. I'm saying
Okay.
655. I think his arm would give out if he throw for 7.
His arm wouldn't have to give out.
Unless you have Kittle just like run over everybody.
Kittle, Ayuk,
Use check,
who's back in the fold. Oh, and y'all get a healthy McCaffrey.
Yep. And, oh no. Actually, that probably make it down to like maybe 400 because I think Chris McCaffrey is going to end up being the workhorse for that game.
Yeah, he is. He's itching to get back in the lineup.
He might be the workhorse for them. The only flex game the Bears have.
He's itching to get back in the lineup.
The only flex game for the Bears is against the Lions, and that's when they host them.
Top of the 7th inning in Texas. Remember when I said Texas led that game 2-0?
Yep.
It is now 6-2 Astros.
Oh, wow.
Double to center, scoring Myers. Isaac Paredes singled, scoring Pena and Smith.
And
then Walker blasted a 3-run homer, scoring Altuve and Paredes. All that in the 7th inning.
And now, to pay tribute to the legendary Dr. K, it's time to look at the schedule for the
Indianapolis Colts.
And they start off week 1 against the Miami Dolphins.
If I don't do that game,
you're doing that game.
I am doing that game.
There's no if.
Ain't no ifs.
That game.
Wait, hold on. Let me look with you. We get to beat up Tua in week 1.
Please don't beat up Tua. Nudge him out so that they'll switch up, and then you just beat the crap out of the backup. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't have one.
Like
Miami.
I said, we get to beat the piss out of Tua in week 1.
I don't want you to beat up Tua though.
I do.
He scares me with his health.
I know he scares me with his help, but I want them to beat the hell out of Tua and show Miami what a mistake they made.
Then
I know I'm seriously hoping they don't beat up Tua. Okay, I'm having fun with this, folks. Okay.
Then week 2,
not take that statement seriously.
No, we know. Then week 2, you take
know
on
how
the
some
adult.
fans. You know how some fans are.
Well, yeah.
That's why I say that. Okay, week 2. Bo picks.
Yep.
And we get the
Mo
first
picks.
2 at home.
Mo Picks and the Denver Broncos.
And that's 405.
Week 3.
You know what's messed up about week 2?
I
get the Niners at 1, and I get the Colts at 405.
Yep. Yes, you do. Yes, that's a full sports machine.
And that's a typical reverse.
That's a full sport. Yes, I said that too. I was saying that too.
Reverse.
Like, normally you have the Colts the early game and then the Niners
and the 49ers the late game.
Then this game I'm actually looking forward to. Colts Titans.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Reason why?
We're gonna beat the hell out of them. That's why.
Well, you also
Daniel Jones is gonna hang 500 on them.
Well, you have Daniel Jones, and then you also have Cam Ward.
Cam Ward won't listen. Cam Ward's going to see the field. He's going to do great. He just won't do great against the Colts because that defense is going to be hungry.
Week 4, the Rams at 305.
Okay, and that's in Los Angeles. That's our second road game. That's in LA.
No,
in LA.
The Rams. Yes, that is in LA.
That's in LA.
That
ain't fair. Damn it.
That's the Ramley.
Damn.
Then
wait. I'm looking at both schedules. I'm looking at the Colts schedule, and then I'm comparing it.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. Let me get both schedules up here. It's still 2-0 Leafs, and that just might
be a final.
Be ahead into Game 7. And in fact, there is 148 left in the money period. All right, that's the 49ers schedule. Here's the Colts schedule. Gone through the Colts schedule. They play Green Bay, Baltimore, and Cincinnati in the preseason. Then they opened against Miami.
Yep.
That's at 1. I'm saying the times in Eastern. Victor's saying them in Central Time. I'm used to both zones because I lived in both zones.
Right.
Okay. So 1 o'clock, we get the Dolphins on September 7th. Same day, the 49ers get, oh, hell no. We got to go beat up Sam Darnold and the Seahawks.
Yep.
At 4:05.
Yep.
Okay. Week 2.
It's kind of weird because
it's the week 2 is the reverse. Niners and Saints at 1. And then Broncos and Colts at 4:05 at Lucas Oil.
Is it kind of weird? They seem like all of the teams are having the first game is a rivalry game.
Yeah.
In the same division.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Cowboys and Eagles, Dolphins and Colts, Niners and Seahawks, and Bears and Lions.
And Bears and Lions. And Bears and Lions.
That's crazy.
It is.
Okay.
Week 2, we go beat up Denver. Week 3, we go beat up Tennessee. And week 4, we get a challenge from the Rams.
Yes.
Meanwhile, week 3, we host Arizona and we get our revenge. Oh, Lord. We get to see Travis Hunter in week 4.
Oh, boy.
We get to see the Jacksonville Jaguars. And
yeah.
Hunter's going to be dangerous. I'm not even tripping. He's going to be dangerous. And then on the flip side, the following Thursday, we go to Los Angeles to take on the Rams. So that's Thursday night. And then Sunday at 1, the Colts get the Raiders.
Yep.
And the last time the Colts played the Raiders came back and won.
Yep. Come from behind.
How do I remember that? Jody and I had COVID.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We had COVID for 2 weeks.
Week 6. The
San
Colts.
Diego.
No.
Colts go to San Diego.
6? No.
Week 6. Arizona.
Yes, they host Arizona. They stay at Lucas Oil and they host Arizona.
Look.
Week 7.
Daniel Jones. Beat the hell out of them for us, will you please?
Week 7 is San Diego and them Superchargers.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa. What the hell? Okay. 1, 2. Okay. 3, 4. Our week 5 starts Thursday. Then we get 10 days off and we go to Tampa.
Ooh, Tampa.
Bitch. At least we get 10 days off after we get in a physical battle with the Rams. At least we get 10 days off.
Then they come back. Then the Colts come back on week 8, take on Tennessee Titans again, and that clears off them.
And our week 8 is a Sunday night game against the Atlanta Falcons.
Week 9.
Oh, dear.
The Colts go to the Berg to take on a team that's like a roller quarters in their own ass. In the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm sorry, I'm never letting that go.
Don't, because they did stick a quarter up their own ass. Okay. Week 9 for us. We go to oh, son of a bitch.
Sorry, Blake.
We go to Jersey.
Jersey
to take on the New York Giants.
Oh, Giants. Oh.
The week before, we got a match and a half. CJ Stroud against Brock Purdy.
This will be a rough game for the Colts. They're going to take on the Atlanta Falcons.
And that's across the pond, too.
Yes, it is. You're going to get your ass up early.
Means my ass is going to be up
early.
Hold on. Which means my ass is going to be up with 2 of these.
Yep.
Here's one. Here's the other.
Yep.
And y'all know what's going to be in both of these.
Coffee.
Yep. And There's a button I need to push.
Where's the San Fran cup? Because that's gonna be filled with water. There we go. I said the San Fran cup, not the black cup.
Oh, I'm still working on that. And there's gonna be 3 cups full of water. My San Fran cup, the one I just showed you, and this one.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna have 200 ounces of water.
Then
for each game I do, I'm gonna try to drink 200 ounces of water. There's a button I need to push.
Okay.
Because it's a final, 2-0 Maple Leafs, and therefore on Sunday
we will have
the Leafs and the Panthers will play a
Game 7.
Yes, indeed.
The series is tied at 3 games apiece.
Wow. Troy's about to choose somebody out, and I think it's going to end up being Blake.
It ain't going to be my ass.
Not going to be me either. Then the Colts get a bye after the Falcons game.
Mm-hmm. So we go to Berlin, beat them, and
come
then
back.
we get a bye.
Mm-hmm.
We host the Rams on November 9th.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4:25. Which means I actually get to sleep.
Yep.
9:30. I sleep all day. Then I get the Rams at 4:25. I get another nap, and then Sunday Night Football.
And
now we're on to week 11.
Yeah, you guys have week 11. The Niners do. The Colts do not. The Colts come back.
Yeah, Colts
on week 12.
Off. Week in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
In Arizona.
In the desert.
In the desert.
Then the Colts come back to take on the Kansas City
Chiefs.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, hell.
You're going to call that game as best you can. I know that about you. I don't know if you'll be able to will them to win that game. I just don't know.
And it's in Missouri.
It's in Missouri.
Damn.
Then
all right, let's go on.
Then you go back to Lucas Oil, take on the Houston Texans.
And that's the first time that's the first time we play the Texans.
Yep.
Okay, so the Chiefs and the Colts play on the 23rd.
Yep.
The following night, you want to talk about a troll job?
Mm-hmm.
The following night, a week after we beat the hell out of Arizona, we host the Carolina Panthers.
Oh no. Why? Poor Panthers.
Hell no, man.
Glass.
I hate hold on a second. Hold on. You know what? I hate doing this on my own team, knowing I cover them, but the Niners hosting the Panthers on Monday Night Football.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Because it's not fair to the Panthers. The Panthers are trying to rebuild and embarrassing them against the 49ers, who's already mad.
Oh, they're pissed off.
The Niners are mad that they came into last season so damn injured.
Final score in MSG. Knicks a lot, Celtics much less. So the Celtics are out. I won't even repeat the final score.
Poor dog. It already came up. It just came up now on the ticker.
There's your final.
Y'all saw it.
There's your final.
Monday, the dog is going to let loose in the garage.
And I'm going to hide.
I am too.
I'm going to hide.
Then you have the Texans. And now, week 14 is interesting because it's Colts versus Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be good to see what happens when Daniel Jones takes on Travis Hunter. What looks can he give Travis Hunter? That's going to be an interesting game.
That's going to be a fun one.
Then we go right back to the BS with the Colts going to Seattle to take on the Seahawks.
What?
Yes.
They sure are. 425.
Mm-hmm.
425. Oh, that's some bullshit. Give me this button here. The 14th, I'm taking December 14th off. I'm taking December 14th off. Why? Because I looked at both schedules and BGS. Say it for me, will you please?
Now that's some bullshit.
Because both games are at 425. The Colts in Seattle.
I saw that.
The Colts
I saw that.
the Colts in Seattle.
Mm-hmm. And the Niners.
And the Niners at 425.
At 425.
Hosting Tennessee.
Yep.
You want a troll job? That's a troll job.
That is a troll job. That's what I said. Like, someone's gonna have to make a lot of decisions on these games. He's gonna have to like pick one. Because he won't be able to do both.
Nope. I tried it once with the Colts and the Niners playing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
The Colts were hosting. They were hosting the Raiders, actually.
Yeah.
2 years ago at Lucas Oil. And then the Niners at the same time were playing the Redskins.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams won. I still don't know how my eyes didn't go crooked that day.
Then
y'all know the next one, 3 days before Christmas.
Yeah, week 16. It's you'll have to only do one game because you're going to be covering both of them.
I got both teams in one game.
Yep.
6 days later,
you get the second game against Jacksonville, and then you close out with a flex game against the Texans for the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy,
I think that Texans game is going to wind up being Saturday for the South. I think that Texans game against the Colts on January 3rd or January 4th will be flexed out because I think it's going to be a division title game. One will get the title, the other get the wild card. But then the Niners finish up against the Bears.
Why? Why?
And then, last but not least, we host Seattle in a flex game. Why?
You host Seattle in a flex game?
Why? Seattle's not going to do a damn thing. Why?
I decided to go ahead and check out the quarter team. The team that stuck in their own behind.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wait, let me. Okay, go with it.
First, week 1, they take on Mr. McCoffey and the Jets.
McCoffey and the Jets. I'm sorry.
The Jets are going to walk all over them.
The New York Jets are going to stick the nose of an airplane up their asses.
Yes. Then they host the Seahawks.
And they're going to beat the hell out of them. Yes, I'm cheering for the Jets. Look at Ryan.
God, I hope so. I know the feeling, Mr. McCarthy.
Uh-huh.
Then you have the Seahawks, which you said you want Pittsburgh to win that one.
You know what? I changed my mind.
Uh-oh.
I don't give a fuck about that game.
So we're breaking glass on that one.
Indeed, we are. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Y'all hear me? I don't care.
Then the Steelers go to New England to take on the Patriots.
Which means the dog is going to be a little pissed off.
Yep. Because unfortunately, I see ill in the dog's future.
Yeah, I hate saying it, but I do too. Although
we've been wrong before.
Very much so.
Then on the 28th of September, They face the Minnesota Vikings.
Where's Paul? Where's Paul? Where's Paul?
Are you kidding me?
So the Steelers, do they have to go to Minnesota?
No, they stay home.
Minnesota comes to the Berg.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. Ryan McCarthy, I made a prediction on my show tonight that Will Howard will be the starting quarterback in Pittsburgh week 1. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know if that's the case. I think they're going to be dumb and pick Mason Rudolph. I don't know why, but I think the Steelers are going to mess it up again.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think the Steelers are going to mess it up again.
They're going to, like they did with the draft. I went back and listened to that.
I did this.
I went back and listened to that prediction and laughed my head off.
And the crazy thing is, I said that one of the teams to watch on their draft was the Steelers.
Yes.
I did not know I meant in this way.
Before we launched.
Yep. I did not know it would be this way, though. I didn't know it would be in the bad way, but here we are.
When you asked me what I think the Steelers are going to do with their draft pick, I said they were going to fuck it up.
You said I hope to be wrong.
I truly said this, folks. My exact sentence was, I truly hope to be wrong, but I think the Steelers are going to fuck it up. And
they did.
Look what happened.
They sure did.
I saw I went back and watched the replay of our coverage of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
And Bay's reaction when the Browns made their selection at pick 5. Oh my Lord, I was cracking up.
When we said that it was Derek Harmon, and he said, "Wait, are you serious?" I was like, "Yes." His face lit up like a Christmas tree.
He's like, "Don't get beat up."
No, that's when we talked about the Browns pick.
Mason Graham, yes.
Mason Graham. He's like, "Don't get beat up. Don't get beat up.
Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me." We're not messing with you, sir. And he started to go off, and then he pressed mute.
Yes. Then the Steelers get a bye on week 5. Quick bye.
They don't deserve a bye.
And then they have to face the Cleveland Browns.
Give me
this
button.
game is also. This game will also be a scoreless tie. No,
canceled due to ineptitude.
No, I take it back.
This game will be canceled due to ineptitude.
I take it back. I think so. I think this will mark Shedeur Sanders' first victory against the Steelers.
You're out. You're out. Yeah.
I really think so. Just for anarchy's sake. I want this to be Shedeur Sanders' first win.
Give me a little Mad TV.
Lowered expectations.
Then they
don't ask me where I got that button from.
Then they go to Ohio
and face the Bengals.
In
which they'll be screaming,
"Get me out of here!"
And they'll be clowned again.
Just like when he left Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. And then they come back. They face the Packers.
Tiger.
And they face the Colts after that.
Uppercut.
And you're going to get a foot put in them twice.
Yep. A horseshoe put in the ass.
Tiger. Uppercut.
And Steelers fans, including Urinating Tree and the great Urinating Tree and the great Chiseled Adonis, are both saying, I'd love to have Chiseled Adonis on my show too.
I would too.
That would be a hilarious interview, man.
Then after that, they go to San Diego to take on the Chargers.
Great googly moogly.
The ghost of Natron means.
They go back home. To take on the Bengals. Then they come here to Soldier Field. They come to Chicago to take on the Bears.
Hell no.
Take on the Bears.
Hell no.
And the Bears are gonna whoop that ass.
Oh, hell
I don't know why.
Emotional damage.
I'm going to see
But for
Caleb
some-
Williams throw for 300 and end up a tie.
325, he gets 3 touchdowns.
And it ends up a tie.
And his top target is going to be DJ Moore.
Because as we all know and have said, the Bears have mortgaged, risked, doubled down, and now have thrown away their entire future for DJ Moore.
Yep.
I don't know where I came up with that and the first time I ever did it, but it's stuck now.
And then let's see.
Something has stuck if my wife repeats it.
Mm-hmm. Then after that, they come back home to take on the Bills, and the Bills are gonna walk. They're gonna whoop that ass.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna deliver one of these.
Come on!
Then they go to Baltimore, and the Ravens are gonna whoop that ass.
Come on!
And then they host Miami. Not watching that one.
Not the cap.
Then the beatings continue on week 16.
Beatings continue.
When the Steelers go to the Motor City to take on the Detroit Lions.
No. This is the sound I need for that.
Oh, hell no!
Okay, wait a minute. I got an idea. And we're gonna have to get through this because I'm running out of time.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the Cowboys schedule, and I'm gonna push this button here.
Oh no. Hold on. Here we go.
Okay.
Week 1, the Philadelphia Eagles. Week 2, the New York Giants. We'll win that game. I hope. We should win that game because, like I said, Jackson Dart, I don't see him having the same type of rookie season as Jaden Daniels.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I see us actually winning that, and it's probably gonna be some growing pains when it comes to the Giants.
Okay.
Week 3, the Bears.
Matter of fact, draw.
Couldn't even give me that one. Damn. Okay. I mean, we should be better than the Bears at least.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's a game I have to call. That's probably the only game I call because it's Bears and Cowboys. I don't have to do anything else. Then we take on Green Bay. We know what that's going to be. Then we take on the Jets. Wow.
In which, after that game, the Bears will say,
I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
True. Not the Eberfools, but I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
Then we go to Carolina, take on the Panthers. This game kind of scares me because the Panthers didn't make it easy for us, at least not in the first half last year.
They didn't. They truly didn't.
So we'll see what happens in that situation. That could be an interesting game.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Redskins on week 7. Week 8, the Denver Broncos. We should have beat them. Then we take on the Cardinals. We should be able to beat Kobe Murray this time. I hope. We should have beat them in 2023, but we know what happened there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have a bye week at week 10.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
And then we take on the Raiders.
Pause for a minute. All right, I'll do it.
Then, what's it, Raiders? Then, here comes the week. Here comes the bullshit. We have to take on the Eagles on week 12.
You fool!
Then Thanksgiving, we take on the Chiefs.
You big dummy.
And then after that, we take on the Detroit Lions in Detroit.
You fool! You tripping.
You're despicable.
I didn't do nothing. Blame the assholes who made this stupid schedule.
And when the schedule came out, Victor looked and said,
What the hell's going on out here?
I sure
and
did.
he coupled it with,
Oh, hell no.
I sure did. I absolutely did. Then we take on the Minnesota Vikings on 12-14.
Come on.
Week 16, we take on them San Diego Chargers at home. And then week 17, on my birthday, we take on the Washington Redskins again.
Fatality.
We do have a flex against the Giants, but at that point, it's not going to matter.
okay. Now, let me go through. I'm going to go through a couple of these.
Oh, no.
What?
I'm watching the Showboats Brahmas game. Dude had a touchdown in his hands.
And he dropped it.
And just dropped at the tail end.
Oh, man.
I mean, he was in the end zone, too. He was in the end zone, had it in his hands, and at the very last second, it slipped through.
Oh, Lord.
No wonder these teams are 1-6.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can get this one. This is not fun at all.
No.
This game is not fun.
No.
This game is some bullshit. I got the live feed now.
Ooh.
I think.
But it's
by the way, Robert Saleh is back in San Francisco.
Gotcha. It's in the final minute. Because honestly, I would have challenged that because he had his hands on it for a while.
Yep.
And in the end zone, they should already called it a touchdown. But nope, 3rd and 9. Here we go. Pretty much last ditch effort for the Brahmas.
How much time we got left?
Back to throw, 50 seconds. Now running, dumps it out, caught in the end zone, touchdown. Touchdown, Brahmas, but there's a flag on the play. Oh my God.
Don't tell me it's coming back.
Well, we'll see.
Don't tell me it's
Joshua Corbin There's a flag down the play.
There is a flag.
We'll see what the flag is.
I love the light celebration.
Yeah, I do too.
I think this one's going to stand.
I'll have to see. I'm not so sure.
I might be wrong.
Because I think that might be a hold.
That's coming back.
That might be a hold.
Yep, it's coming back.
Yep, that's a hold. I knew it.
Son of a gunslinger.
Yep. So 3rd and 19. Snaps back to throw. Looks, fires. It is caught by number 6, but he will go nowhere and like it. This is why you have, as a lineman, this is a frustrating thing for me as a lineman, former lineman.
Mm-hmm.
You have to watch where you place your hands.
Yes.
You cannot put your hands on the outside of the jersey. You will get flagged every single time.
Like you said, no one of these teams are 1-6.
You have to watch where you put your hands. So we'll see. We're going to be getting a field goal out of this one with 29 seconds left. So chances are this game will be going into overtime.
And I had picked the Brahmas to do good this year. I really did.
Well, you took a bath on that one. All right.
Oh, God. Read this.
Are you watching the UFL or future Steeler Bears game? The answer is yes. All right.
Wait a minute.
Snap spot down.
Why did you
rage? It is good. Tie game.
Why did you rage bait droid, Blake?
Oh,
why did you do that?
May or may not. You're dealing with that mess, Blake. I'm not coming to save you.
I'm over here.
If you rage bait droid, you have to deal with that mess.
I'm over here.
You know what you're doing too.
Mm-hmm. Of course he does.
A future Bear Steelers game. The answer is yes.
Oh gosh.
So I'm guessing what's going to happen now is they're going to try a squibber. They're going to go for the onside.
Yeah, because
kick.
Memphis has 3 timeouts.
Mm-hmm. No, two. Memphis is 2. San Antonio has 1. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they only have 2. Okay.
Yeah, because I think they just used 1.
Ah, gotcha.
Just recently used 1.
All right. Washington has beaten Atlanta 94-90.
Ooh.
In the WNBA. So Washington comes back from 13 down to win that game.
Oh, never mind. They're kicking all the way. Goes deep.
They're at the half
5
in Frisco, and Las Vegas leads Los Angeles. Why did I? Go ahead, Victor. I'm gonna shut up now.
20 seconds left, and we're gonna see what happens here. But we're going to overtime as the Showboats and the Brahmas slog their way through this game. This looks like, again, the Colts and the Broncos in 2022. The game that just never ended.
A game with nothing but field goals.
Mm-hmm. Troy Williams, 5 for 11 for 36 yards in a whole game. In a whole game. 5 for 11 for 36 yards in a whole game. Oh, they're taking a knee. They're taking a knee. They're taking this to overtime.
Smart move.
Okay. So
smart move.
Yeah.
Smart.
You know what? It is smart because instead of them trying to force something and it doesn't work out and possibly causing a turnover.
And looking at those numbers, I think he was brought in later in the game.
Williams, no. I saw him early in the game. I think he started.
You think he started?
I think he started.
Wow.
I think he started because I remember seeing him in the first second quarter. I think he started.
Wow.
Don't.
That's I'm like 5 for 11 for
5 for
36
11
yards.
for 36 yards.
36
In a
yards
whole, as you say best, in a whole game.
in a whole ass game.
I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
In a whole ass game.
We sure that's not Zach Wilson with those numbers. You got me, Mr. McCarthy. It very well could be Zach Wilson.
5 for 11.
5 for
in
11.
60 minutes of action
in
for 36 yards.
I'm gonna look at the stats and make sure.
Please look that up. Please confirm that.
UFL scores. There we go.
And of course, now they're showing food ads, and now I want a candy bar. God damn it! I want a candy bar.
Right. Showboats.
It was 17-14 at the half.
Yep. Versus Brahmins.
All right.
Try to find stats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see.
All right. So they're playing over. Their overtime rules here are like a shootout.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a shootout.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
What?
Troy Williams has played the entire game.
He's 5 for 11.
5 for 11.
All right. First one, let's fly.
Yards.
It is caught. Touchdown. Williams on a touchdown. So Showboats, I guess, get the first.
Get the first 2 points.
The first
Each completion in the end zone is 2 points.
Okay.
And it's end zone or bust.
End zone or bust. All right.
There's one.
There's one. Why didn't you do this in the regulation? Ooh, he dug his toe in there.
Mm-hmm. As you said best. And one of these teams are 1-6.
Yeah. All right. That's one. Now let's see what happens on the other side. That's kind of odd.
I recognize that game, Kevin Hogan. He played at Stanford. With Christian McCaffrey.
Oh. All right. Time for the Brahmas to see if they can answer.
Mm-hmm. Detroit Tigers are the first to 30 wins. I think they're going to win it all this year.
As much as I pains you to say that, I think you're right.
Pains me to say that, but
yeah, because I'm a Sox fan, but Lord have mercy.
I'm not. I'm a homer, but I'm a homer, but I ain't stupid.
Right.
As Shane says best. All right, Kevin Hogan, let's see what you got. 10 on the play clock. And got something.
They're going to challenge a false start?
Why?
What? Can you do that?
Where's the
You big dummy.
A super challenge?
You big dummy.
Okay, I see what they're trying to say. I don't know about that one. I see what they're trying to say. They're trying to say that the receiver didn't come set after he went in motion. Loxley. I don't know about that one.
Yes, he did.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
he most certainly did.
But they did try to say he moved his feet. But I'm like, no, he came set.
He was set.
He was set. So I'm like, I don't know about this one. So the Brahmas are calling a super challenge, and the call will stand. So the Brahmas just burned their last timeout.
As I said.
You big dummy.
Dumb move. Again, no wonder this
It's
team
over.
is 1-6.
Look, it's overtime.
And his team is 1-7 after this. Let's see what happens.
You big dummy.
2 receivers to the right. Now man moves in motion. Number 8 lets it fly. It is incomplete. So they miss one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but wait, there's a flag. There is a flag.
What the hell's going on out here?
Is it roughing the passer or?
Yeah, Hogan looks like he took a hit.
Oh, he did. He took a smash.
Roughing the passer.
I don't know. It's because it's really quick. Like just as soon as he throw, I don't know about that one. Because he just threw it and he gets hit just as he throws.
You still can't attack the head and neck area.
Yeah, but he didn't. He went for more towards the shoulder. Well, let's see what happens here.
You hit him in the face mask.
All right, turns and gives, and no joy. They do not find the end zone on that one. They ran right into the teeth of the Memphis defense, and they did not give up anything.
You big dummy.
Brahma's trying everything they can to lose this game. The Rock should come out there and just smack the crap out of everybody.
Whoa!
No, we're already doing a censor. The Rock should just go down there and just smack the shit out of everybody. Just every last one, you just get smacked.
Mm-hmm.
Which means if the Showboats convert
Score,
here and the Brahmas do not, game's over. Mm-hmm. Why is this on Friday night?
I'm getting
so
sick.
bad.
This
There it is. Throw caught in the end zone. 2 points.
You can put it on the board. Yes.
Yes, I found that one too.
Nice. Same guy too, number 1. Same guy.
Zing! And he zipped it in there.
Yes, he did.
Now, if San Antonio does not score,
If they do not score, that's it.
if they do not score,
You're fired.
no, I'm kidding.
And even if the Showboats score again, then it's really game over.
Then it's game.
Yeah. But it comes down to this one. Here we go. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Snap to the quarterback, looking, lets it fly. Oh my God, he was wide open. He's in the end zone. Kirkland was wide open. I don't know who missed that assignment, but you, sir, are running 2 miles.
Miss a tackle, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment,
you run a mile.
How the hell did they blow that coverage?
He was wide open. Either the play broke down or someone missed their assignment.
Mm-hmm.
Because holy Jesus,
he ran a curl.
Yep.
You know what?
He ran it in.
One receiver got double teamed.
Oh, okay.
He ran a slant.
All right.
And
here we go.
Memphis blew the assignment. He ran
The
a slant.
Showboats go 3 for 3.
And if they do, the game's over.
Yep, they do. It's over. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Back to throw. Looking, lets it fly, and intercepted. Wow. And he's on the move. He's still on the move. Oh, he gets hit. And wow. Costly turnover here. So now here's the here's the question.
Oh!
Here's the question now. What if the Brahmas convert here?
Then we got more bonus football.
That was a poorly thrown ball, too.
Mm-hmm.
Mister, will you please wake up?
Yes, that's my wife. Or Victor's favorite sound.
Excuse me, bitch.
That's my favorite. All right.
Excuse me, bitch.
4 receivers.
All right.
Spread. 2 left, 2 right. Run back to the right hip with the quarterback. Snap. Low snap. Looking. In trouble. Here comes the pressure. Rolls out to his left. Still looking. Lets it fly. It nearly intercepted, but that will do it.
Mission failed.
Hold it.
Go next time.
Hold it. There is a flag. Oh, never mind. It's holding on the offense. Doesn't matter.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
So the Memphis Showboats will go to 2-6. Yay.
You're out. You're out. Yeah.
And the San Antonio Brahmins will go to 1
and 7. And I think I'm going to close up shop.
Yeah, I think it's time we go ahead and call it a night.
I think it's time we call it a night. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. I will see y'all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.